Welcome into Sunday Night Live, ladies and gentlemen. A very important episode of Sunday Night Live, the last one of the regular season. We have been coming the entire year. Okay? Whoa.
Hey,
baby. My bad, everybody.
Wow.
Every Sunday night, Juju Gotti and I have been giving you the biggest and best post-game show in the world. And as you can see around me, live on YouTube, we have made it to the big show. Yes, I am sitting in Dan's chair right now. I can feel his energy through the door just looking at me.
Is that a good thing?
Yes, it is a good thing because a mentor of mine, somebody that I trust, is allowing me to have an incredible platform. Juju Gotti, as you can see, is not here in studio, missing. Why? He is at one of the most important games, not only for his Buffalo Bills, but for the Miami Dolphins. And of course, we're having a watch party live with everybody here, and it's very exciting. Chris Cody has made me incredibly nervous, not even for myself, just for him, because it's a huge game for the Miami Dolphins. Roy, stoic. Jeremy, wearing a lot of ties. I still don't get the point there.
We want a tie. We want a tie.
They want a tie. Okay. Chris, you want a tie?
I haven't decided yet what I'm rooting for in this game, but all I know is we have a big night, and I want to know why you're wearing a Cowboys hat. It's not a Cowboys hat. It's a cowboy hat.
I'm glad you
But
asked.
a Raiders shirt.
Well, I mean, rest in peace, Jack Squire, first off. Squire. Got his name wrong. Not the point.
R.I.P. Rest in power.
Rest in power. You never bet against the Raiders when Jack dies. We've already learned that from the Bears.
Right. Yeah.
The reason I'm wearing a cowboy hat, I'm glad you asked, because on Saturday night, as a lot of people were tuning out of a terrible monsoon game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers, which was a absolute snooze fest, had the Ravens plus 3.5, lost my ass on that one. Thank you, Taylor. The rest of America tuned in to the AFC South matchup between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. And ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Texans won, albeit a bad drop on a fourth down by a third-string running back is the culprit. But I want to play you guys something back that happened on this very program, okay, Sunday Night Live, in Week 4. What's the guy who did the data stuff for all of the polls in, like, the presidential election? What's his name?
Kornacki.
So Kornacki now has, by the way, a sweet gig. Sweet gig for Kornacki on non-election years, where he just goes on NBC and does his own thing. So he gave all of the different Billy just came in and gave me a very weird vibe. He's got to get out of here. Sorry. So he came.
It was about Kornacki.
Okay, so Kornacki comes in. Kind of looks like Billy, by the way. If Billy were to wear khaki pants, Billy would look just like Kornacki.
He could. Of all the people here, if we had to dress
Billy.
up as Kornacki for
100%.
Halloween,
Yeah, he's the
Billy
closest
could pull
one.
it off.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you feel like you could?
This is just like I have glasses and he has glasses.
Yep.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is what
exactly.
happens with everyone that wears glasses. I look like that person.
No, but if you rolled up your sleeves, I could see the mannerisms, just you kind of like writing feverishly on some sort of LED board. I feel like that would be you.
I bought some khaki joggers. I guess they're not khaki. They're just like brown.
Coggers.
khaki.
Whoa.
What?
Khaki joggers.
Oh.
Congress, yeah. Okay. Anyways, the more important point was this. As he was showing all of the bar graphs of like Houston had a 5%, 3% chance to win the AFC South through Week 4, through Week 7. So all of the bar graphs are going all different ways. I want to tell you, Billy Gill.
What is this getup of yours?
What do you mean? What does it get?
He missed the explanation.
You missed the explanation. I'm wearing a cowboy hat. Yes, I'm watching Yellowstone, but more importantly, I'm wearing the cowboy hat because I'm a Texan now.
You're wearing a Raiders shirt.
Well, yeah, but I explained it off the top. I don't know if you were listening.
I wasn't.
Jack Squire died, and we wanted to pay homage to a Raider great.
Yeah, rest in power.
Thank you. I want to point you guys to a video, Sunday Night Live, Week 4, and you'll see the animation. This was the Toy Story game, the Toy Story game week. I think it was Atlanta versus Jacksonville, right? Oh my God. I had this take on Sunday Night Live on this program for Week 4.
I mean, he's making plays that second, third, fourth year guys are used to making, and he's making them in his rookie year with a team that we thought was going to be like just a cakewalk for everybody. At the beginning of the season, when you say my number one receiver is Nico Collins, you know what I mean? Like Tank Dell, who's a beast. I love Tank Dell, but he's not a guy that was going to be a first pick overall, change the franchise type wide receiver.
Yeah.
Right.
Dameon Pierce, just guys that are tough, that can play, that all of a sudden you're looking around and say, damn, the Texans have something here. The defense is a little stingy. Their offense is putting things together.
How long?
CJ Stroud, and I know I joked about it last week on Tony's Top 5, saying like
There's
you have my
another
curiosity,
90
now you have my
seconds of this
attention.
clip.
But now I think you got the
Stop
attention of the
talking.
whole league because you're making big time throws with a team that is up and coming. And I'm going to say it right here, The Houston Texans. Shout out to Vince, by the way, for that 10 spot. The Texans are going to win the AFC South. I'm gonna just drop that on right there.
That could have been the
The
whole
Texans are
clip.
going to win the AFC South.
Clip that up.
They're better to me than the Jaguars.
still
right
a
now.
minute
They're playing better
10.
than the Jaguars.
I don't know if they're gonna win the damn AFC South. I don't know what the heck.
Oh, you could put Juju in a good spot there. Yeah. So that was it. I wanted to give the explanation, the context of why.
I don't understand.
What do you not
your
understand?
position within this company? If it's a larger question.
But goddamn.
You hired all of your friends, then you like send them off to just do these things where they
What-
go through
what-
weeks and
what
weeks
were
of
they
old
doing?
footage.
That was
to get
Thomas,
to a
by the way.
7-minute clip of yours.
It was not 7 minutes. It was 2 minutes. You don't have to be here, by the way. You don't have to be here.
What do you mean?
You don't have to
It
be
does
here.
seem like you walked in just to poop all
I
over.
feel
the
so
place.
bad.
You
He was
asked
ready
me-
for a
you asked
victory
me to
lap.
be here.
I asked you, and then you told
and
me
then Chris
no.
also asked me to be
I know,
here.
and then you told me no, and then I said, fine, I'll do it myself.
When he faded that down, there was still a minute and 10 seconds
I know,
left.
but
what
there's-
more was there to say in that clip?
Juju had stuff on the back end that he was going to say, but of course you ruined it, and I wanted to give both my partner and I shine from our show that thankfully you stepped in and substituted on 1 week when I was
This is
when
the
I was
second
out.
time I'm substituting.
But I'm here though, so you're not substituting for me, right? Anyways,
Welcome back, by the way. It's been 3 weeks since you've been on your own show.
yeah, well, I know, but we had this conversation already. I'm not going to get into it with you. You know what? I'm going to actually make you work here.
Why don't you go through the games for the week? Is that
I'm
what you're
about
doing?
to do that. If you gave me 30 seconds, I was about to set up. The Jags completely fell apart. They were 8-3, went 2-5 the last
Your
7
team.
games of the season. My team, but I told you at the beginning of the season, Houston, there's something there. I like CJ Stroud. They're going to win the AFC South. That was said in week 4. You talked all over it. People couldn't even hear it because you talked all over it. But
we should
the more
play it again.
we might. I might put it on social media and tag you so you can repost it. But, Billy, did
Yeah.
you watch the Jags and the Titans today?
Yes.
It was an emotional game because Derrick Henry gets on the mic at the end of the game, obviously, but Mike Vrabel, presumably his last game there. Derrick Henry's last game. Tannehill, who cares? But it was like the Titans are dead in the water. They have nothing to play for, yet come out and slap the Jaguars in the mouth. Jaguars can't get it done. By the way, Trevor Lawrence, I know I've been a big fan of his. I know I've been a big Jags fan for a while. Fraud?
Wow.
Fraud? Anybody?
He's no Blake Bortles.
Anybody?
Oh, boy.
Anybody out there? I told you he was a bum 5 weeks ago.
Oh, I have bad news for you. I've done some reporting as a journalist.
That quickly?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was a shorter clip, and then you asked for a longer version of the clip to get more information in there.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Because I was filling time because you were not going to be here. So I was going to give context on why I said Houston was going to win the AFC South.
Is this the last episode of this year? No, right?
No, we do through the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just asking.
So again, Jags 28, Titans 20. Your thoughts about the Jags completely losing the AFC South in one game? By the way, Dan will be here very momentarily.
He's here right now as we speak.
Dan,
He's
come on, take a
walking
seat, Dan.
Welcome to Sunday Night Live, Dan.
Dan's been on Sunday Night Live before, by the way.
Oh, I did see that.
He was a non-speaking role. Do you still get a credit on that, Dan, if you have a non-speaking role in a?
Get in the other room. Let's go. We're
Okay.
getting started.
Oh,
All right,
boy.
we're gonna have fun. Let's
Oh,
go,
boy.
people.
We're gonna go.
Billy.
Bye, YouTube. What? Oh no, we're still on here.
No, you're still gonna be there.
Oh, not here.
No, you gotta go.
Are those real crickets? That's the talk of the town. Is
Yes.
that there's a drink with crickets in it here?
Yes.
Actual crickets?
I have not been this sauced up in a live broadcast since Dunk Le Batard. So
Oh.
this should be fun tonight.
Lucky you.
It is 8:10.
You were right to point out of Tony. That was fairly amazing. Here you've got the stage, the pregame show. What are you going to do with it? You got the whole day of football to analyze. You're going to give us a 2-minute clip of you saying you knew the Houston Texans were going to win the division.
Well, and also, if we went through every other week, there'd be clips of him saying he knew every team was going to win the division, probably.
Not true. If I can claim back my show for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I was coming in to do the entire rundown that we do. We talk about every game. We kind of give you a tidbit about every game. But Billy came in, and obviously the evil cat had to come in and disrupt it somehow.
Tony, look, this is what I want to explain to the
Yeah.
audience what just happened there because it's unfair. Tony and Juju have done an extraordinary job carrying us on Sunday nights. They've done it every Sunday. It's very popular. People enjoy it. But Juju bought months ago, before we decided to do anything, tickets to this Bills game. He is a giant Bills fan. He's related to somebody on the Bills, isn't he?
Leotis McKelvin, I think?
He's got family on the Bills. He's tailgating, so he couldn't make it. And Tony asked if he was going to promo the first 12 minutes of our show today. He said, Billy, do it with me. Sit in for Juju. And Billy said no.
That's right.
And then Billy came in 5 minutes into Tony's solo act and just defecated.
Well,
on
no, falsehoods. No, they told me
That would have been more helpful.
They said 7:15, and I was like, 7:15 is not. That's prime bath, dinner, bedtime. 7:15 is not going to happen. And I think my exact quote was, guys, we're going to do a 4-hour show. We're going to do an hour show before the 4-hour show. That's crazy. And then we have Godless football tomorrow morning for another hour. Like,
That's called dedication,
There's only
Billy.
enough football. Dedication. You started at 8:15. You started an hour late.
I'm not the one who decides when we start. They told me, hey, start at this time. I start.
It was a strange start time.
Tony in a cowboy hat, though. I mean,
I'm a Texan, boys.
oh boy.
We can talk about the Jags in a second and the silliness of today. I had one of the most helpless feelings in the world, which is Wi-Fi trouble during the NFL games. And now that it's on YouTube, I had all sorts of struggles with my Wi-Fi throughout my house all weekend. It's one of the most helpless feelings. So I don't know what the hell happened today, and I'm into the tequila.
Oh, so Dan, now you see when my fiber optic cable at my house was completely cut from somehow. Look at that. Now you see how it feels.
I can't wait for Stugotz to inform me on what his takes are, but I want to just set up what's happening here real quick. Billy is going to be giving shit away all show, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be interacting with the chat? What are we going to be
Sure.
doing to give prizes away to the people? Because I've been told we've got lights in here to inform us when YouTube is interrupting the show in order to just get in here with the chat. And I'm also told that we have spent a lot of money to violate NFL rules and have Greg Cody at Hard Rock Stadium, and we're able to chime in whenever he's there.
Oh, wow.
We're able to
There
go
he is.
straight to him during the game, and it's violation. It's a renegade violation of all NFL rules. But during the game, we're going to do it anyway. Greg
arriving
Cody.
crowd.
Cody's
Yes.
he is
Yeah.
writing a deadline column off of, and this is a big story, Stugotz. Greg Cody has finally decided how big a game this is tonight as the Dolphins resident historian, as the guy who said he couldn't tell us Tuesday because he had to research it, the author of Fins at 50. Greg Cody is ready to make a total and complete and absolute historical declaration that this game tonight is what, Greg Cody? Greg Cody was told in there to turn his microphone on. I don't know whether in the press
He's by
box we're going
himself,
to be
though,
able to
Dan,
hear
I
him.
mean,
He said
yeah.
it's a recipe for disaster to leave him in charge of the microphone. Greg Cody, where are you? Thank you for joining us from there. I know you're very busy.
problem.
I know you don't want to be joining us from there because you need to work tonight, correct?
Well, it's not only me. I have to respect the decorum of the professionalism of the press box, and I can't be gregarious or too loud and disturb all of my compatriots here. So I have to watch myself a little bit. But you're right. I did judge that tonight's game is the most important Dolphins home game in 30 years since the 1992 AFC Championship game. However, I made that judgment before I realized that tonight's game didn't turn out to be quite that important because of various circumstances,
Jaguars,
including the Jags losing.
You can feel the energy, though.
Where are the fans?
That's the weird thing. And why am I seated facing away from the field? It's so weird. I can't even get my head around all this.
Well, no, this is like the classic, open to Sunday Night Football where the broadcasters are facing with the field behind. I think that when the game starts, Greg, though, you should face the field.
I
so you
can't
know what's
believe
going
you've got
on.
such a good seat. I
Yeah.
think you should be facing us. I think you're doing this the correct way, covering for the Miami Herald this game, but also allowing us to check in with you. Jeremy's got it right, Stugotz. This show, this town, need to be rooting for a tie right now.
Now you're in on a tie. For 10 years, I've been telling you the value of a tie, and I am so happy. The best case scenario for the Dolphins is a tie.
This team is rooting for a tie tonight because a tie delivers the Smetty Bowl, delivers the Pittsburgh Steelers come down here without T.J. Watt, who is
Mason Rudolph.
How incredibly sad is it going to be? All of us just rooting for a tie.
That's right.
Just scared of the
That's
Bills.
right. No, in overtime, just wanting to kneel and punt and just don't kick a field goal to win.
Well,
I'm hoping that every opportunity they have to make it look like this is going to be a tie, I'm going to go ahead and point it out. So every time that we're watching this game and we see the Dolphins rightfully trying to play for a tie, I promise to point that out for all of you. I am tie man tonight.
The word in Spanish, chapulín, is the name of this margarita. I don't think it's crickets. I think it might be grasshoppers. I'm not totally sure. But they were alive.
Dead animals, though.
They were alive. Yes, of some sort.
Did you make that?
No, I did not make this.
Okay.
His Wi-Fi was down. How did he make it?
Billy,
What? Need a recipe.
Need the recipe.
what are you going to be doing in terms of giving things away?
Dan, I have some BB bets to share with you today. Normally there's just 3. I have 6, one for each.
Get
team.
outta here.
Yeah, we got to get to
Wow.
it before the game starts, though, because some of it starts.
All right,
you want me to
hold
go
on.
across and get my
Yes,
big board?
Yes, go get your
I'll go
big
over
board.
there. I'll
Yes,
sit over there.
please
Very
take me
excited.
through. This is very exciting. Stugotz is again playing injured because he's been sick, and we thank him for toughing it out here. Not only toughing it out, it's such a big game that he is ready to celebrate it by giving us 4 top 5s. The quarterbacks, the top 5 quarterbacks with the most pressure, the top 5 quarterbacks with the least pressure, the top 5 coaches with the most pressure, top 5 coaches with the least pressure.
I also have a little game, Dan. We'll sprinkle it in throughout. What if Belichick calls? Okay? So, for instance, tomorrow morning, Shad Khan gets a call from Bill Belichick. It says Doug Peterson. He's no good.
But this is
do
the
you know
same
what I
game.
would do with
This
that
is-
quarterback?
you're-
I
What do
think
you
a
do,
few
Dan?
weeks ago we played Would You Fire Your
What do you
Coach for
do?
Belichick?
Stugotz, this is reheated material from you.
But it's 3 weeks later,
It's
Dan.
the same
Everything has
material.
changed.
But now
were
we
doing
have
it-
Jacksonville not in the playoffs after getting off to a good start. And I'm just wondering, if Bill Belichick calls Shad Khan tomorrow and you're Shad Khan, what do you do?
Billy, he's going to
Gotta
get
think
in the
about
way of you being able to get your bets in before the game, giving the reheated, shitty take from 3 weeks ago.
What would you do?
I'm listening.
You're not going to answer, huh? You take the call and you hire him, don't you?
What about Arthur Blank calls?
And Arthur Smith, what a joke.
Please.
I mean,
Hey, how about this? You want to stop me from scoring touchdowns? How about you stop me? I'm going to go for it on 4th down. Try and stop me. Who said that, Dano? Jimmy Johnson? That's right.
You're coming in hot, Tony.
he is.
You're coming in. I
You
don't,
ain't kidding.
I don't think you.
You had a whole pregame show to get all that
I know,
stuff
and you
out.
destroyed it. So you think you're getting beep
That was
before the
Tony's
game?
big
You're
chance.
crazy.
That was Tony's big chance.
Nah.
Billy, you did sabotage him. You did.
Falsehoods.
That's not false.
There was one person
Everyone
in there to
saw
have
it.
his back. It was me.
No, I would have rather had anybody else, anybody in the company to come over and help me. And instead, you put a hatchet in my back.
What?
It was amazing to watch, Billy. It was murderous.
Trying to help him out.
Nah.
It was.
He pooped all over the room and then said, "Why is there poop all over here?"
That's what he does.
I put 15 weeks of great tape out there.
Yeah.
Billy comes in, tries to do his thing for once. Not going to work, Dan.
Tony tried to come in here at 7:15 and do an hour of show with Billy. Billy said no. That's bath time. That's sleepy time.
Yeah.
They have 1 minute. The audience does to get their bets
30
in.
seconds.
And
Yeah, let's
so
do this.
I
30
think
seconds,
Billy
actually.
really
Hurry
needs
up,
to
No,
get
hold
it
on.
started.
I wanted to really talk about actually another game before we got to
All right, the first one. Josh Allen over 0.5 rushing touchdowns for the game.
We need 6 of this. Hurry up. Hurry up. 6 of them.
Now I need to, Tony, talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I got to erase.
Oh, I
and
can't
then-
wait.
about 12
I have some
seconds,
notes
Tony.
here. Hold on. Let me find my notes app really
Yeah,
quick.
Tyreek.
Give me a
Yeah,
second. That's a
Freak.
Oh, he actually writes them.
that's a recipe. No,
You
Yeah.
could just say them,
not
Billy.
bad.
I could probably.
Street food tour. That was nice. I like that.
All right, the second one, Tyreek Hill. This is Dan. This
Ooh,
is a DraftKings
time.
weekly
Sorry,
special.
Billy. Oh, my God,
Tyreek Hill,
820.
20-plus receiving yards in the first quarter.
Well, that's too bad, Billy. We're not going to be able
like
to
that.
get to.
No, you can get that in. Don't
Roy
worry
just
about
said he has that one too.
Book
Yeah.
just closed, actually.
Durham Smythe over 25.5 receiving yards.
I gave him that
Braxton Berrios over 13.5 receiving yards.
That's easy.
He doesn't
Love
have
that.
13 yards the entire season. I think once.
one. He does a couple times. But
Christian Wilkins over 0.25 sacks.
0.25.
A quarter of a sack? I
Half
mean,
a sack.
He just needs a half a sack.
Four
Yeah,
guys
right.
jump on the quarterback. He has to be one of them.
And then the last one is
That's
Bills
ridiculous.
-3, even though I was thinking of changing it since we are rooting for the tie. Now, gang, here's the thing about these BB bets, okay? We're not in a DraftKings state. If they were, I would feel more confident placing these bets myself. But we don't need to get into all that now. If these hit and you're not betting actual money, you will win a prize. I'm going to give away prizes. I decided I want to give away a prize a quarter, and I think I'm going to give away an additional prize per pick that hits. Now, this is what you're going to have to do. Okay? You're going to have to subscribe to God Bless Football's feed. you're going to have to subscribe to the YouTube feed. Show me a picture that you've subscribed to both of those things.
The Le Batard
one
Show
of these,
YouTube.
Le Batard Show YouTube. Subscribe to each of those things. Send me a tweet with that. When one of these things hits, I'm going to pick winners.
Also,
give away some prizes.
Get in the comments on our YouTube page. The funniest comment will also win a prize at the end of the night.
You see right here, this little QR code? Scan that. You can just do that. That's cheating right here, right in the bottom corner. Oh, that's the merch one. Don't do that one.
I was going to ask you what that was.
I love how they made it disappear. They're like, ooh, not that one.
That's good work by video.
Proud of him.
Tony's friends.
I'd like some help here because no one has.
Tony's friends.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that is correct.
That one right there.
Everybody here is my friend, by the way.
This light, I don't know how it works. It's not where it was earlier in the show. We have a lot of people spending a lot of money on a lot of things. It's a lot to get the TV trucks out to Greg Cody at Hard Rock Stadium and join him from the press box. But I am a bit troubled. I'm legitimately troubled by I came in here and they had, Dan, this is aqua and this is orange, this is dolphin colors. There were some lights here. When those go off, you will get instruction from somewhere else to stop the show and immediately answer a listener question.
You see it right now? It's going
but
off.
now they've put one in here that's not facing me that you guys see. But
they were saying you'd be looking at yourself in this shot so you would see the light going off and on.
Okay, but it was over here. A lot of people were scurrying around.
Stugotz can just tell you, too, if he sees it.
Okay, so does that mean
when
I
you
now
see that
go,
right there, like what you're looking at right now, that means, hey, we got something for you, Dan.
So who's we?
The back room here.
Yep.
Okay, so but we've got Genesis working on people in the other room. We've got an entire other room of boards and graphics and things that we're going to throw it to, like a real television production. There's nobody out there who's collecting for us some of the information from the chat.
It's being funneled in. We have a lot. We have like 58 people out there.
Yeah. Do we have a name for this yet? Because
look at the board to your right.
Oh, well, I was thinking the Danning cast. I mean. You know?
It's good to throw your ideas for the name after it started.
Yeah, they asked for suggestions.
Someone get a graphic.
Could use that earlier.
But the Danning cast is good.
Yeah, Angel, get on
said
it.
that on Thursday.
Danning cast is really good. Damn it.
He also said on the way in, I got about a half for you guys. I'm all hopped up on medicines and stuff.
Plus, I've delayed my cannabis use. This is the deepest I've gone on a Sunday without using cannabis.
And for the record, the game has started. All right, so let's actually, if you're watching right now, we're about to see the snap to start the game. If you want to pause your TV and hit play right when we see our snap, we are seeing a snap right now. All right.
That was delayed.
A little timing for people.
No reason to pause it.
All right, the game has started. I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm rooting for.
A tie.
Look, all
Looks
right,
like a
the
team
tie
playing
thing
for
is
a tie
fun.
right there.
The tie thing is fun, but if we're really talking about a win or loss here, this is such a weird spot for the Dolphins. If you win, you play the team you don't want to play. If you lose, you play the team you want to play and go in with a bad taste in your mouth versus playing the more difficult team with a good taste in your mouth. Would you rather play the team you want to play with a bad taste in your mouth, or the team you don't want to play with a good taste in your mouth?
Who do you want to play?
That's the question we
It's
need
a
to
good
answer.
question.
What?
Jeremy, did you understand anything?
If you're
No, I
following
asked
it, that
who
was
he
a
wants to
great
play
question.
because you would prefer to play Kansas
The Chiefs
City
over the Bills.
in Kansas City.
Yes. Just
Even if you beat the Bills this week without Jalen Waddle or Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, I mean, the Bills look so scary right now, and the Chiefs just don't.
But you would have an example this week of beating them and how to do so.
It's easier said than done, Jeremy.
They did this no-look flip for 17 yards here to Achan Stugotz.
Did Billy have that?
Achan's numbers, the prop bet numbers, are high, like rushing over 70 yards, rushing and receiving over 90 yards, because without Mostert, they've got a running back who's still super fast, and they do creative things like this on throwing downs in order to get him in the open field. It's a little bit of cheating. The Dolphins are better on first and second down than the other downs because you don't know what's coming, and they can do this on second.
If he
and 10.
faces nobody a couple more times, I think they're going to figure out it's going the other way.
The no look pitch there, you think
Usually
they'll
works
figure it
with
out?
there's someone in the direction he's pretending.
He
Oh,
just
we did it again.
They
Well,
already
that's
figured it out.
amazing. They figured it out.
If you ain't cheating, you're not trying, Dan.
You got to pretend to throw it
You're
to
like
a human
you're
being.
like Tony Romo.
Yeah.
You're like Tony Romo. You're so good at the analysis. You just shut him down like if you were McDermott.
The Dookie.
Greg Cody, I want to go back to you in the press box here real quick. Make sure to turn your microphone on, please,
Where's Dave Hine?
and explain to us some more about how big a game this is in Dolphin history.
And not as big as I thought it was a couple of days ago. No, it's you know what? They're both in the playoffs. Win or lose, the Dolphins have a tough next game. It's not as big a game as I thought it would be. And you know what? I still think Miami's going to win. I may be alone in this, but I think the Dolphins are going to win.
Jeremy says you're not alone, but you are a homer, ever the homer. I want you one time to surprise me with something that's not a homer pick. One time.
Okay, well, I did pick the Dolphins to get their ass kicked in Baltimore, which they did. So, when the opponent is right, I will pick I will pick the opponent.
How many times? If we go just by how many times you've picked against the Dolphins this year, would they be 16-1 if they had won all the games you predicted them to win this year?
I think I may have picked them to lose another time.
Oh, another pick. Another pick. Greg Cody, I can't believe that behind you just seconds ago there was another pick.
Yeah, I wasn't looking. I mean, I'm sorry.
Turn around. What's the crowd doing? Take a look.
What a terrible seat they gave me in the press box. I have my credential and everything. I've been working around here a while. You'd think I would have a better seat that was actually facing the stadium. But, he threw in a triple. Was that triple coverage?
A terrible throw.
It was bad. Yeah, that's a product of you're missing two of your three. If you're you're missing two of your three top offensive players. Yes, he's desperate.
Greg.
We're pacing towards a tie.
That's what we're looking for,
That's right.
Stu. That's what's going on here.
The tie's looking good right now.
Little arm punt.
Greg, your analysis of the last throw into quintuple coverage.
Yeah, triple coverage.
Your analysis is it's because Waddle's hurt?
It's because there's a desperation already. It's 0-0 in the first quarter, and he's feeling like he needs to strike big. That tells me that they don't have confidence in their running game. I don't know what's going on right now.
He's trying to hit that over 20 yards in the first quarter for Tyreek. We almost had a prize, guys.
Okay.
But we have a tie. So
Yeah, we have a tie.
Exactly. The playing for a tie is a strategy unto itself. Like, do you miss the field goal early, or do you wait until late to intentionally shank the field goal?
Let's consider this. What do we do now? I've never said I want to coach this game as if we're strategizing only to play for the tie.
And this is how you start, Dan. This is how you start because the Bills have not scored yet. It's 0-0.
Yep.
Your Dolphins offense is just too good. So until the Bills score, you can't score yourselves. This is the perfect opportunity for Tua to just kind of try to stretch things out, throw the ball deep, see what happens, because a risk like this is a perfect one if you're playing for the tie.
You're right. You let the Bills set the pace, Dan. That's what you do. Right?
Not just that. That was effectively a punt, and they saved it down.
See?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Nobody got injured?
Fewer players get injured.
Exactly
That's right.
Less plays, less injuries.
Come on.
Really good
Wait
analysis.
a minute. McDaniel's a genius.
This guy's a
This
genius.
is exactly how you do it. You keep punting with two long throws, push them back, and use that whole strategy that worked in the Sun last time, where you make Josh Allen throw so many passes that his last one, his arm is too tired to complete
And
it.
if you end up beating him this week somehow, and you've made him throw so many times, now he's tired going into next week when he has to stay down here in Miami for the Heat. So this is perfect.
Do you guys think when Tua walked off the field, McDaniel said to him, good pick, way to execute?
Attaboy. That's what he gave him.
Yeah.
But he covered his hand like they do on a bullpen meeting
Of
where
course,
you glove over the hand.
My analysis was terrible in the moment. I got frustrated, and I'm like, there it is. There's the Tua you don't trust. An interception, a bad decision, the kind of stuff you expect from Josh Allen. But I've got it all wrong. He's got them pinned deep in their own territory.
Now you see it, Dan.
Smart pick.
It's a good pick.
No, it was.
Put it on the poll.
GP.
Who's handling the poll if Juju's at the tailgate or if he's at the stadium? Who's handling the polls on was that a good interception by Tua? Yes or no?
Someone's on that. I have some listener comments if you want some of those, Dan.
Oh, great.
Aren't you supposed to flash a light or
I
something
don't
to
have control
interrupt
of
what
that.
we're
I don't know how
doing?
that works.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no one has any control over how it works?
Chris does. EP's on it.
People are they're donating money just to get shout-outs. I don't know where that money goes.
Oh, thanks. We've been trying to wonder that on Sunday Night Live because we get a lot of different donations.
light.
We don't really know where it goes.
My pocket works.
This light looks a little Star Warsy. It looks
cool.
like a laser beam from the future. So this brings us somebody from the chat asking what, Billy?
Well, do you want a question or do you just want to comment?
I don't care.
Okay, well, Brad Streets donated $10. He said, thank you, Valerie. Dan has looked like an adult lately. Love the hoodie.
Attaboy.
There you go.
Oh, this was a
Nice.
gift. Actually, this was a gift a year ago, my birthday, from David Sampson, who I'm sure is crawling around in the chat.
Was he invited?
Please do invite him. If we don't, it's going to be a thing.
Where is he?
Well, have any?
I did not invite
Chris,
him.
you did not invite him.
He's not a baseball. I mean,
Invite
this is
him. Invite
football.
him. It's fine.
He's going to be mad
You
about
didn't
that.
invite him again?
Well, he
You
does
guys-
seem to hate Stephen Ross
It's
and
a
the Dolphins.
football watch along.
Chris, who did you invite? Who's going to join us?
Well, I was gonna kind of make this a surprise, but we are being joined in a few minutes, actually, by the very.
Surprise.
All right, it's gonna be a surprise. I'm not
Okay,
gonna
it'll be
say
a
it.
surprise to me, too, because I don't know what you guys are doing. How many guests are we doing today? Like, are we doing guests? We're going to have people
We are
stop
having
by?
people stop by. It's a hangout. It's not anything, crazy, but yes, we do have a few people stopping by, and one will be here in just a few minutes.
But what about David Sampson, to Billy's point? This has been a
I'll send him a
controversy.
text.
This has been a controversy. Or do you want him to help with the moderation of the chat? Lord knows he wants to be around the QR code and whatever's happening in the merch store right now. LeBatardAF.com. So this is what it's going to be again. It's going to be Josh Allen 4-yard passes, and they're going to make him throw 50 of them. That's what they're going to do again?
Dano, I don't know if you saw who got that first down, though. Playoff Lenny back in the fold. What do you mean, what, Duke?
So,
Playoff Lenny, do you know who that is?
so far, they have gone...
Yes, no idea.
The Duke, you caught the Duke.
Stumped.
You got the Duke. You stumped the Duke on a trivia quiz on a.
Playoff Lenny. Everybody knows Playoff Lenny.
I'm in the comments.
He's working right now.
Yeah, someone has to.
Tony's in
Jeez.
the sauce.
Someone's gotta
I'm
keep
trying
the
to.
lights
I'm
on.
trying to give you guys play-by-play.
Might
Is
wanna-
that- is that
wanna cover 'em up
Kincaid?
there.
Yes. Dallas Kincaid.
Dalton.
Oh, sorry. Fine.
Fine.
I was thinking about the Cowboys.
Or Dallas Clark.
He plays for the Texans
Dallas
now.
Clark a couple of seasons ago.
Dallas, that's what you did there.
That
You
might
turned him
have-
into
it might
Dallas
have been-
Clark.
It could have been any. It could have been anything.
no,
He was
Chris.
so reliable.
Dallas Clark was a time.
Yes, it was.
With Heath Miller.
That was like the first. Was he the first? Like, I guess Tony Gonzalez, but I feel like, man, that was such a good sneaky fantasy play.
He was
Dallas Clark.
He was low key like 5'11" too. He should
No
not
gloves.
have been a tight end.
No gloves. When you think of receivers not wearing gloves, Dallas Clark is up there for me.
How do you play for the tie right now? What is the strategy right now?
You
Now
need a
that
turnover from them.
now that the Bills have marched very easily down the field,
No, you let him score. You let him score because then you can start working your
Exactly
offense
right.
and really getting everybody comfortable together.
That's true.
Have a great drive.
Let him score a
tie it
touchdown.
up. Then see again. Like Greg Cody said, let the Bills set the pace.
Exactly
in this one.
right.
That was me, by the way.
I disagree with you, Jeremy. I don't think you just let them score. I believe you want to hold them to a field goal here so that you can play a game that doesn't make it that hard to catch up.
Well,
you
if
give
they-
them one touchdown, they will have 4 very quickly. That's how they won 48-20 the last time these two teams played.
No.
No? Okay.
No, they need to score first, and you need to keep pace with them. Because if you start setting the pace in the scoring, then they can control whether or not there's a tie.
You
don't
just
want
sit back, you see what happens. Dan.
Exactly
You know,
right.
they score 7, you need 7. They score 3, you need 3. I mean,
You know, Dallas Clark had 100 catches for 1,100 yards on 133
That was a
targets
time.
one year.
Yes.
You just said
Good
it.
Lord.
I knew that. Yep.
That
It looks like one of those steroid seasons in baseball
No,
because the
it-
most he had
No,
otherwise was
no,
77
no.
catches
Brady
and then
Anderson?
100 right in 2009.
Jeremy, it is just a Peyton Manning season. Go look
true.
at all of the numbers around Peyton Manning. Brandon Stokely.
This is 2009. I'm gonna
Brandon
go look.
Stokely did that one year. Oh, look, Greg Cody.
New seat?
Greg Cody has a new seat, a better seat. There are more people there than there were before. The crowd has filled in. Greg Cody, what are your thoughts so far on the game? Buffalo has done exactly what you don't want them to do if you're rooting for the Dolphins to win this game. They've just marched down the field, but Dallas did this. Dallas did this a couple of weeks ago and then fumbled in here. So what is it that you're seeing over there from the press box?
Yeah, well, we haven't had the requisite Josh Allen turnover yet, so that's coming. But you know, if you're playing for a tie, you want the field goal exchange. So it's a little disconcerting that there may be an early touchdown here, but we'll see what happens. It's too early to call this game, Dan. But you know, the atmosphere here in the press box is electric, and you know, it's just amazing what I've been able to see by being here. You know, you can't get that same feeling by watching on
Right.
TV.
Yep.
You know, so it's just I'm so gratified to be able to be here live watching this game, But we'll see what happens. Apple on a nice tackle there, Eli Apple.
Is that Leonard Fournette?
Yes, it is.
Playoff Lenny.
Playoff Lenny.
We
Yeah.
talked about him already.
How about that?
Everybody knows playoff Lenny.
Now we know.
It's unbelievable that Stugotz had no idea what you were doing back there, Tony. Yes.
Had no idea it was a Bill.
That's Leonard Fournette. And I just want to tell you that when we reach week 17 and Greg Cody is saying, way to go, Eli Apple, not the position you want to be in.
Yes, you're correct.
All your players are hurt.
Yes.
And
Everybody's hurt.
Eli,
An apple a day keeps a Lombardi away, Dano.
Dolphins just got away with something there, it looked like.
Yes,
Wow.
they did. Yes, they did. We've got a prime
That is looking good for the tie.
tie
Yes.
field goal
Oh, yeah.
situation. Jeremy, come give me one of those ties, please. I want to get behind a tie here.
All right, Dad.
I think that Bills go for it. I'm fourth here.
I want
It's
one of
third,
those-
but I think they go for
They
it.
may.
on
I
fourth.
want one of those ties, too. Give me
Oh,
one of those
yeah.
things. I'm all in.
That's interference.
Billy,
right
this
there.
is what I'm terrified of here, okay? This centaur that plays quarterback for him that can ride into the end zone with Christian Wilkins on his back, like I'd almost rather him throw it here than do what I think he's going to do, which is try and get a rushing touchdown because he's big and strong.
He's throwing it.
It was tipped.
Oh, was that a pick? Was that a
Picking it.
Get up.
Perfect.
Why did he leave the end zone?
Eli, why did you get
Why
up?
did he leave the end zone?
Eli, you got up and you ran 2 yards out of the end
No,
zone.
but that's perfect for the tie.
That is good for the tie.
It could have been a pick six.
We are so back.
Did he catch it?
That's
he
a
did
clean
catch
catch.
it. Did he catch it? We're back for the tie.
Eli Apple.
Oh, boy.
It's ridiculous.
Wow. Eli's coming. Hide your heart, girl. I'm telling you that.
What?
Huh?
Craig.
It's a
Just like
uh,
Mike's come down.
it's a
Mike.
lyric.
Craig.
It's a Three Dog Night lyric. I mean, come on, wake up. Become a pop culture maven like myself. It was
Exactly.
a number one song in the whole country. You
What
don't know
year?
it is.
Greg's right.
You
I
know,
don't know what we're
Eli's
talking
coming. Three Dog Night. Look it up. I would guess mid-70s,
I
but
am
you
gonna
know,
look
that's
it
just
up.
off the top of my head.
Did you just shout picking it?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it's an exchange of picks right now, which is what you want if you're going for a tie.
We're tied
That's
on
what I'm
turnovers.
saying, turnovers.
Tied
You
on
want field
turnovers.
goals.
Tied on turnovers.
Billy, let
Yep.
us examine as a show for a moment.
That song was released in 1969.
Thank you.
Nice.
Greg Cody was about 14. Sowing his oats.
What a time.
What a tie.
At 14?
Greg, go ahead and tell me what you sowing your oats at 14 was. Go ahead.
It was me rolling the bones on a Stratomatic game in my corner bedroom at 1440. That's what that meant.
You had a corner bedroom.
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a front corner bedroom, too.
Billy,
Yeah.
Where was Uncle Dick's room?
Well, he was 9 years older. He was away in the Army in Sapporo, Japan at that point.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you'd rather have a back corner than a front corner.
I enjoyed the front corner. Gave me a feeling of community. You know, I could look out. You know, I could see the
You're in the
hurly-burly
house,
of the
yeah.
street.
Keep an eye on
know.
what's going on in your neighborhood.
Yeah,
You are the
that
first
kind
line
of
of
thing.
defense, though, Greg.
Well, you know, that's okay.
Were
Because
you-
I had dice in my hand, you know.
Were you on a corner lot or were you in the middle of the block?
No, we were in the middle. We weren't,
Okay,
you know,
very
we my dad was a blue-collar man. He couldn't afford a corner lot.
Wild Bill.
Yeah, exactly.
It
We had an
sounds-
above-ground pool. I was in the above-ground pool when I heard that Elvis Presley had died. I'll never
no.
forget that. Yeah.
How deep
so
was
weird.
it?
No,
Miracle,
it's one
miracle
of-
you didn't drown from sorrow.
You know the above-ground pool, you know, it goes up to like your chest. It's like 5
Right,
feet,
yeah.
5 feet tall, you know.
It's the same level the whole way, Billy.
Yeah, right.
Well, it depends.
Billy,
It really doesn't depend.
it sounds you can hear at the stadium the noise because it's such a big play by Eli Apple. But I'm with you guys. I'd like to analyze for a moment. Eli saw a 102-yard touchdown in front of him, and he got up and he made it 3 of those yards.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Not perfect. He needed to either stay down or go 102 yards.
Not for the tie.
What he did? Well,
For
yeah.
the tie, it's perfect.
It's perfect for the tie,
yeah.
man.
Well, I'd like. Yeah, is it? I feel like
is.
It is.
No,
Yeah.
I
Here's
think-
the problem. If there's a safety, that's going to be hard to duplicate in a tie situation.
No,
Oh,
you can do it with
no.
2-point conversions, but I think what would have been perfect
need
for the
two.
tie is get out to the 20, and then throw another one of those punt interceptions.
No, but see, Dan, you're trying to take time right now
Yeah.
as it's a 0-0
From
game.
inside
so now,
the 3?
Yeah, so now you have to go on the longest possible drive and burn the clock.
Eat some time.
This is the best thing that they could be doing.
Like a
Good
10
job, heady play by Eli
Like a
Apple.
10-play, 48-yard drive that turns out in a punt, kills 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, that's what you want.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh! You got outs.
What was that
That's
noise?
that's why you
Dan's just going, oi, oi, oi.
That's why you don't want to
It's
be.
a stumble at the end
That
zone.
is why you don't
Flag
want
on
to
the
be
play, though. Watch.
inside
Oh,
your own
hopefully it's not
5-yard
holding in
line.
the end zone. That would be bad.
Glad it's not Brad Allen. Jeez.
There we go.
By the way, that year that Dallas Clark had 100 catches, there were 8 tight ends in the top 25 in receptions. Year of the tight end, 2009. Who knew?
You're going through a real history book there just because you found the Dallas Clark pages.
I did. Heath Miller was there. Vernon Davis.
Stugotz might have also been thinking of Dallas Knox, right?
No, it was Dallas Clark. It was. Tight end you. I mean.
What was that throw by Josh Allen?
The receiver, like, I think
Looks
he
like
was-
Gabe Davis ran the wrong
yeah.
route again.
It was like an option route, and he just
UCF zone.
went.
There's that no-look pitch again that they keep
Cheaters.
doing.
It's a first down. Oh, flag on the play.
A lot of flags, a lot of clock.
This is going all right
This
so
is
far.
Good, yeah.
We are steaming toward a tie, 0-0 preferably.
Yeah. Holding. That's coming back. Yeah.
It's fine. Half the distance. It's like a yard.
It's all right. You gain some yards. You lose some yards.
And you
Clock
lose some
keeps
time.
moving. Exactly right.
Tony, would you do me a favor, please, and catch me up for tomorrow? I will have to do some of the research, but I'm genuine when I say the Wi-Fi really fouled me up today, and I wasn't able to see the glory of that Eagles season really collapsed, huh? Like that, you don't see that one very often, from 10-1 to that.
Yeah, it coincides with when I bet them to win the Super Bowl. Like right at that moment, they just started taking an absolute nosedive as a season. So
The Dolphins, too. And didn't you make a Super Bowl like 6 weeks ago? Dolphins, Eagles?
Dolphins, Eagles, yeah, I bet both of them.
It's a good loss for the Eagles, though. I'm serious. I'd rather play Tampa Bay than play Green Bay.
Is that Barrios? Is that Barrios?
That's the over.
It's the other one.
It's River. Oh, no. That's River.
That's fine. It's early still.
They all look
It's
alike.
the other white guy. Wow.
At this point, we need
So
Tyreek to
similar.
get 20 yards here, guys. We're
How
running
about
out of
Tua
time for
catching that bad snap?
Oh, he's used to it.
He is. That's right, Roy. That's very good. That's correct. He has certainly gotten good at the practice of catching shitty snaps. The other one, it's K. Kraft. It looked like Barrios. It looked like the Cuban one.
He's in number 0, so as soon as he saw 2 digits, he knew it wasn't him. Yeah.
It's a big first down, huh?
Oh, here we go.
Oh!
There's your 20, isn't it?
No, he
it's
ran
19.
back. That's going to be like a 17-yarder, I bet you. What was that? Let's see.
20 yards.
20 even. Does that win? It had to be 20 and a half.
Speaking of a couple more yards, did you guys see DeAndre Hopkins left 3 yards away from $1 million bonus? Trevor Lawrence soars the ball in 4th and 2. They go and kneel 4 times in a row. Game over. 3 yards away.
I did see that Chris Jones got his bonus, that he played just for a sack to get $1.5 million.
Attaboy.
Oh, man, you should have seen the celebration on that, Dan. It was great.
It was great.
The entire team was running on the field celebrating with him.
I mean, that's pretty cool, right? A teammate of yours just sort of wins the lottery right there. I mean, it's a tiny lottery, but
We are seeing a lot of requests in the chat to get synced up with us. People want to join us. They want to pause it, have their snaps be at the same time as us. So I will tell everyone when this next snap that we see is coming.
We're good on Tyreek. Tyreek has 2 receptions, 26 yards. So unless there's some stupid screwy thing where he loses yards, that's a prize.
They have run this no-look play action
It's the
fake
5th time,
toss
right?
like
Four
four or five times now.
this
All right,
is a perfect spot for a deep interception.
Yes.
The snap is happening right now.
No, Chris, the way you got to do it is you got to count down with the people. So 15,
And tell them how much time is
14,
left on the
13,
clock.
12. Sync up with time.
There you go,
Pick
do
it
that.
up.
Well, we can't do it right now.
We're trying to sync up, Billy. People that are watching, they want their snap to be at the same
Exactly.
time as
Oh,
our
I
snap.
got you.
So we want to just let people know where we are at our clock.
Chris, would you also do me the favor of respecting the light? If you're bringing in information from the chat, respect the light. We've installed this
will.
elaborate lighting system so that you
Yeah.
can respect it. Please. You want to count down?
We need a clock. NBC really screwing us here.
Interception.
All right, so we're stuck on 240.
take a punt here.
He wasn't trying to do a Mahomes there. He just threw it. He just threw it at his feet because the play was a disaster.
Softball, man.
This is going to be a great punt. I can't wait.
Or a deep interception.
Well, that's it. Third and 8.
Pin him inside their 10.
Just not a first down.
Yeah, not a punt.
Not a first down.
I want
Absolutely
a
not.
Tua tie with Tua 7 interceptions in the game. All of them meant to pin the Bills deep.
Kind of in no man's land here for a punt because it could
Perfect
be a touchback.
time.
You don't
Perfect.
want that. That's why an interception
No, you
would
gotta
be
pin 'em.
better here. Yeah. Ooh, no.
Incomplete. Remember, I like to be the first one to tell you.
Do not challenge it. I mean, this is perfect.
Yes, it is.
Pin him deep, right?
Perfect if you're playing for the 0-0 tie.
Glad we're doing it. Makes for a really entertaining watch along.
All right, it's 4th and 8. The clock is stopped at 2:35.
Do the play clock here, Chris. Just do it. 19, 18, 17, 16.
This is play clock we're doing.
14, 13,
12, 20. Shit, they just reset it. 27.
Never mind.
21,
football work?
20.
I think we nailed that.
This is big.
He kicked it. Right there. That's where you
Nice
want it.
fair
I mean,
catch
this
at the
is
10.
Right at the 11, yeah.
Everything we could have hoped for, guys.
So perfect.
This is going great.
play the game inside of the 10s. Oh, this is very exciting. What an exciting surprise. I cannot believe that we get Christine Lisi from her fortress in Buffalo. I was specifically told that she would not join us because she does not trust herself around Bills games because she is afraid she's going to end her career with her insane spewing of acid at the TV screen.
She told me and Billy last week on God Bless Football that she went to a friend's house for a Bills game. It didn't go very well, so she never leaves the house anymore.
Okay, but this is very exciting. Christine, this is like what a surprise. What a monster exclusive we've got here. You're only doing this early in the game because you will not give us access to your insanity in the fourth quarter, correct?
It is true. I'm in a good place right now because we already clinched a playoff spot, but I can't promise what I'll be like after halftime.
Okay, so how does this work with how you've experienced the Josh Allen interception moments ago, for example? Like around your house, how did that go over?
That was not great, but I'm going to say the play before that was PI on your guy. He was all over Dawson Knox.
It was cheating. That's true. That's true.
Way too early.
Yes. Were you mad at?
So we shouldn't have even been there.
Were you mad at the officials there, or like how angry were you at that point?
I was a little annoyed, but it's early. I'm always mad at the officials in every game I watch, but it's early.
And what is we've got our Bills blanket? Is this how we this is how we watch the game, or this is the room where we watch the game? It looks like a bit like a bit of a sports asylum.
I came up here because Rob and Gracie are downstairs, and I know this is not a great shot, but I wasn't sure like how good a shot I would get because she'll walk around and she might like knock the phone over or. So I just came up here by myself.
What a room.
But they're downstairs.
Sabres colors.
It's a good room.
Yes, the Sabres jersey, yes.
At any point, a workout will break out. She will be on the treadmill. She will be lifting weights. Are there? There is a television in there for you to see?
Yeah, I got it on right there.
Okay, so we can have our Lisi cam. Can we just go occasionally? You're welcome. You're welcome to get the dog and have the dog partake. If it knocks something over, that would be fun. We would enjoy that. So if you want the dog around, that's fine. But we're going to keep you around, I hope, for the quarter to at least check in with you occasionally.
I'm sorry I was late. I was having issues with the link. I sound like an old person, but I could not get the link to work.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Oh, Christine, did you see what just happened
Christine,
there?
let's sync up.
What
Let's
happened? What Stephon Diggs was wide open 10 yards beyond the secondary. That was terrible.
That'd be funny if she's on like a 20-second delay. Have you seen the Diggs deep ball attempt yet?
I don't think
I have it like 10 seconds ahead of you guys.
Oh, you're
You
ahead.
already saw it.
Oh, Go, 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 go.
Oh no! Don't say go.
No, 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 no,
No.
Jalen Ramsey cement feet there.
We're not there yet. She's just got a big
I feel like
play out of
something
that.
bad's gonna happen now.
Yeah.
We got to get rid of
I am
Chris.
not
No,
excited.
Something bad is going to
I
happen.
feel, yeah.
Oh no.
No, stop. Tackle him.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
This is
I
great.
thought this is going to work, but
Christine, you're way ahead of us. Christine,
Can you pause your TV for like 20 seconds
Not
or
a
15
chance.
seconds?
fine.
Christine,
I'll be quiet.
you go ahead and tell us
be
what's going. You tell us what's going on in the game. You want to do some play-by-play? You want to tell us?
Oh, now we're buffering. We may lose the game entirely, which is going to be good. Oh, boy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
All right, I'm
Even
going home.
Further behind now.
This is legitimately
Hi, I'm
perfect.
oh no,
back.
Xfinity
We're back.
stream. Oh,
We're back.
Christine, when we spoke to you last week, you said you weren't sure what you're going to bake yet this week. Have you decided on that yet or not yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I'm not doing anything. I couldn't do anything because the game has not been decided. So I haven't just. I take requests if anybody wants to throw anything at me. You can request anything. I take requests. This is a terrible shot. I should have really thought. Oh,
It's not
It's
a
a great
It's
shot.
not a terrible shot. Listen, Christine, not only is it a wonderful shot, I am grateful. I am hugely grateful. I know these are private, intimate moments for you that you're sharing with us. I know you love this team. I know you're a crazy person and you want to be left alone during these private times. So the fact that you're sharing this with us is makes us happy. We miss your laugh. We miss all of your contributions to the show that always made it more sunshining. And it looks funny that you look in a cartoon prison of your sports insanity. So you are good, and you are draped in in Bill's gear. And we are hoping, and I'm sorry to say this to you, that you feel great pain this evening. That you,
No!
Well, we want a
wow,
tie,
that's
actually.
mean.
A tie. We're
Yeah,
rooting for a tie.
Yeah, so
A tie would be great, Christine.
yeah.
a tie.
We get the Steelers.
Do you want to root for a tie with us? Because that would be much nicer than rooting for great pain upon you.
well, I want my guys to win.
No.
I don't want a tie.
Yeah, then no one
I
goes
don't
home
have to-
sad.
Oh, put your finger down, guy.
What?
Pineapple upside down cake.
Oh, that
There we go, fourth down.
so big.
All right, Christine, you're ahead
That's
of
why
us.
she said
Yeah,
put
that's
that
the finger she was
away.
talking about.
That's right. She was telling Christian Wilkins.
Did he gain a yard? Because if that was that half a sack, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, that wasn't a sack,
No, he
was
gained
it?
yardage.
No, he gained a yard on that.
He's so tainted.
Christine, can you please tell us what you want the Bills to do here on 4th and short from about the 40? Because we need a punt as we root
Well,
for
she
the
knows what
tie.
Or
happened
just tell us
already.
what they did.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. What happened?
Did they get it?
well, there was a pick in the end zone, so you'll have the ball at the 20.
I don't believe it.
Alert. I hope it's a touchdown. That'd be great if she was just kind of.
No, is this real?
Let's see.
Oh, when he threw that?
Come on,
Yeah.
Get him. Get him.
I don't mess with football. I don't joke about football.
Yes! Yes! A pick in the end zone!
Come on.
This is going great for
This
a tie.
is perfect for the tie.
He should have run it out to the
Let's
three.
do another arm punt.
We are pacing so well right now. This is amazing.
It kind of makes you think the NFL's rigged sometimes because you're like, how is it this
What?
obvious?
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Oh.
What happened? Is everything okay, Christine?
Oh, no, everything's good. I'm just that guy need Gabe Davis in the head at the end, but I'm okay.
Oh, I hope Gabe's okay.
Me too. Go Knights.
Yeah.
I wonder if Bills fans feel the same way about Gabe. Hoping he's okay.
He just tripped over himself.
Oh yeah.
Christine, what are the things that you bake when your team wins, and what do you bake when your team loses? Is there a difference there?
I don't bake anything when we lose. When we win, I just I'll ask Rob what he'd like, and then I might go from there. Sometimes it's usually chocolate chip cookies or brownies. Sometimes like an Oreo and a brownie or something like that, or in a cookie.
Ooh, a
I like to
brookie.
mix it up a little bit.
Oh, delicious. Oh, wow.
Let's check in with Greg Cody. Greg, how is it going over there after multiple interceptions here? Oh, we're flashing him right now to put on his head. So yeah, flash him again, guys. Here, let's see how long. There you go. Let's see if he knows his cue. We went over this before the
He
game.
has no idea.
When your lights flicker, put your headphones
Marks are
on.
happening in there.
Yeah, the first quarter just ended.
Guys,
gotta
he's
kinda
hard at
say
work.
what's
What's
going on.
Let's go back to
just
Christine.
looked up.
Christine, would you rather play the Dolphins next week or rather play Kansas City next week?
No, here we go.
Oh, wait. It's
Finally.
I'm good with whoever.
Whomever. Okay.
I like that confidence. In
Mark
your
of a
team.
good team. You'll go anywhere, play anybody.
Oh, Dan made it to the game.
Dan's in
Wow,
there.
that was
Dan's
quick.
doing at the
Right.
stadium.
We got the helicopter.
Was wondering where he went, but there
Right.
he is. Oh, wait.
Hey, zoom back in. Hey, get away from that room. Cut away from that room.
Whoa,
What is happening?
Whoa.
Wow, he didn't get the standard press box. He got his own suite, it looks like.
Yes. So 0-0 after a quarter, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tua's got to throw a pick here if we want to keep things all tied up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but somewhere, on the other side of the field.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
They got to
So,
put a
guys, you
little
see-
bit of a drive together.
You see this movie? And this commercial is for this movie for Jason
No.
Statham?
No.
The
Jason
Beekeeper.
Statham 7.
The Beekeeper.
I went to a concert with that guy. I had no idea.
Yeah, he did.
Jason Statham.
Was it a Aaron Rodgers and Jake Owen kind of thing?
All right, Christine, we're going to let you go. Go enjoy the game with your family, okay? And maybe we'll check back in with you later, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Thank you,
We
Christine.
miss you very much. We love you
Go
very
Ty.
much. Yes.
Go Sabres. Well, not really.
Love you. Miss you. Bye bye.
I have talked to the TV trucks that
It's
have,
quick. You got up there.
Yeah,
And
well,
back.
I had to handle something because we have a problem. I don't know whether it was going out on the air or not, but it appears that Greg Cody is complaining that the wrong lights are flashing at the stadium when we need him. And so there have been multiple times that we have turned the lights on to get his attention at the stadium so that we can communicate with him. And he doesn't understand in a room with blinking lights that we're trying to go to him.
Wouldn't any flashing lights be a cue? Probably.
I thought so, but he's disoriented. I don't know what to tell you guys, but I'm telling you, when we've done this before, there's something about his age combined with he's very serious about his work, and this is an important Dolphin game, and he's got to write a column off of the game for the Miami Herald, his primary employer. He takes his work very seriously. He walked in here as nervous as I've seen him. Like, I don't even get it. And so then he went to the stadium and fought traffic and everything, and he's stressed out about doing today, and he thinks we're interrupting him during his work. So I'd like to talk to him
We
if I
kind of
could.
are.
I'd like to talk to him about this if I could, but I really am having trouble through the TV trucks getting his attention. He doesn't seem to understand when to turn his microphone on, when not to. Greg, you're at the game now. Can you hear us?
I think he can hear you. He
Greg,
just can't
talk to
press.
Greg,
us.
turn
Yeah.
your microphone
No, I'm here.
on.
I'm
We
here.
got you.
He's
He's
got
good.
it. Give him a second.
He's good.
Greg, how are you doing, and why are you confused by the wrong blinking lights in our setup over there? We were trying to get a hold of you earlier.
Because I was told originally that, and again, the lights are blinking right now. I was told originally that that light only would be blinking instead of the entire room lights. I could have been mistaken. Things happen. I got a lot going on here. I'm trying to concentrate on a game. I got all the noise in the press box. Dave Hyde's over here singing. I don't know why.
Got grasshoppers
It's like,
over there,
That's
huh?
a couple yards for Braxton.
Hal Habib's doing somersaults. I don't know what's going on in here.
Singing, huh?
Crazy.
4 yards for Braxton.
No, that was a good 8 or 9, I think.
Who needs me? What do you got?
We need you. We want to know what your analysis of the game is so far.
You know what? I said before the first pick that Josh Allen hasn't thrown a pick yet. So, set your timer. And he's having a Josh Allen kind of game. If you're playing, if your goal is a tie, you're pretty happy right now. The over-under.
Yes, we are, Greg.
The over-under is a tie game. So it's pretty crazy right now. But you know how the NFL goes. This will still wind up a 27-23 game. It'll be crazy. But it's interesting. I picked Miami. Call me a homer. I picked Miami to win because I thought I would see a big defensive performance such as we're seeing. They gave up 56 points last week. They were embarrassed, and the mantra of the team was not again. We're going to show how good we are, and I think defensively anyway, they're sort of doing that.
So, Dan, just to update you, Braxton is now halfway to the 13.5 yards he needs receiving this game. Also, there's a bit of an issue going on our
Controversy.
side of the glass. Roy is cheating on us, and he's watching the game in real time, so he's ahead of all of us for some reason.
And reacting to it.
He doesn't want to watch along with the rest of us. He wants to know before all of us what's happening first.
Well, when the feed started buffering, I turned it on the stream just in case it happens again, so I got to back up here.
Why are you doing that to us, Roy? You don't seem to be being a team player there. You saw the chaos.
Where's your tie?
Caused.
Yeah, give me a tie.
He needs a tie.
All right, he gets a
That's
tie.
what it was. He didn't have his tie,
This
Dan.
is a big third down, guys. It is.
3rd and 14. Do you
Yes.
like their chances here, Stugotz?
I don't want them to get it.
We want to run
No,
here.
I think you want him to get to the
We wanna
40-yard
run.
line.
I'll take a punt.
You want
I'm
to
good.
run.
Yeah, run. Waste some more clock.
Yeah.
A completion short of the markers.
Oh, nice pass.
Tariq.
Did you had him what over how many yards?
He
First
got
quarter,
it already,
though.
yeah.
Yeah, he
We
got
already have two. Yeah, first quarter, he needed 20 yards. He had 26. We have 2 giveaways. If you'd like, I could leave the room and go get 2 things to give away.
Yes, please leave the room.
Tony, that was unfair what he did to you. That was unbelievable.
Oh, Dano, come on. You know it's all good. I put out so much good tape. There's nothing Billy can do to stop me. Plus, I came in with a cowboy hat. I'm a
Oh, yes,
Texan
you
now.
did.
You think I'm worried about this city slicker over here?
Can we give away your hat?
It's not mine. It's John Reed's. And I was told by our friend Mo that this is actually an Australian hat, not a cowboy hat.
Have any of you been singing the John Reed Moss song in your head? Have any of you gotten it earwormed?
See? Is this stew?
A-Chan has about 4 of those in the game, right? 12-yard runs where they just pitch it to him and he runs for 12 yards. What's he got? He's already got. Oh no, that's Wilson. That wasn't even.
The offense is working well so far.
They have 0 points.
It's perfect. No, it's working in between the 20s. But then, playing for the tie.
What do you want here for the tie? You want a touchdown or you want a field goal? You want a touchdown, right?
A punt.
You want a missed field goal.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, who is that? Dan? Is that Stu? Is that Mike, Ryan, Billy, Gil, Chris, and Greg too? Is that Juju? Out in Vegas. Oh boy, is that Roy? Is that Roy? Talking hockey at the bar. Look, you done took it too far. Out in Vegas, Roy to the penalty box. Viva Las Vegas. Hey, who is that Jessica?
2 is scrambling.
He looks really slow,
He
right?
looks funny when he does it.
You watch Lamar Jackson or somebody else and you're like, huh?
It's terrifying.
fast.
Watch Tua do it.
Viva Las Vegas.
Was that a designed run?
How are the Steelers an option? Someone explain that to
All night long.
me. Mason Rudolph.
Viva,
This is big, Dan. You need to 3 it out from Buffalo.
Viva Las Vegas. All night long.
Nice. Good start.
Setting up for a good missed field goal.
No, we got to get a field. We got to get some points, guys, if we're going to tie. Like, it's not going to be 0-0.
You let them set the pace.
No. We can set the pace.
They
'Cause
need
we
to
can.
score
It's
first.
much easier to give up points than to get points. Let's get a
Fair.
touchdown.
Fair.
We could always give up a touchdown. Easy peasy.
They're breaking down why they're doing the fake handoffs the other way.
Wait a second. So, Chris, if they go up 7-0, you have McDaniel saying, listen, do not give up a field goal.
That's right.
Give up a touchdown.
We want a missed field goal here. That was perfect. The Tua scramble that scared all of us. He looked slow. That doesn't look like the height of athleticism running those 7 yards. I don't know whether that was a designed Tua run. We were all a little scared of it.
Oh, no.
Oh, there
Oh,
it
no.
is.
All
Look
right.
at that.
Okay.
Look at that.
Touchdown.
Stadium swim at Circa Hotel, February 8th and 9th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. You want to reserve your tickets now. CircaLasVegas.com/stadium-swim/Dan/Le Batard.
Dash Le Batard.
Whatever.
It's a bit wordy.
You know, that time they didn't fake the handoff the other way. They just tossed it to A-Chan, and you wonder,
Well, they
setting
got
him up the whole
fooled.
time.
They got him fooled with the no-look fake pitches and that Tua scramble during John Reed's Moss song. That's a big extra point, by the way. You don't want to miss these. You don't want to miss these extra
Can't
points.
miss them if you're playing for the tie,
No,
Dan.
no, these are all very big extra points.
Does McDaniel tell the defense to give up a tutty?
I mean, before the half, he tells them, give them one touchdown before the half.
Exactly.
And then the halftime speech is going to be rousing. It's going to be, we got them right where we want them. Everything's going right.
Ridiculous.
We're going to welcome Mike Tomlin's unblinking eyes into this stadium. And we're going to have the Smetty Bowl, where DraftKings and the Le Batard Show with Stugotz is going to throw a tent and a table of some sort.
Folding table.
And a folding table of some sort for Steelers Dolphins. Tony, can we go to our playoff permutations board?
Yeah.
Because I saw before the show, I saw NBC, and they've got such a big setup over there. Sunday Night Football in America, it's a giant. And they had this great graph, and some guy's at it, and he's saying that 6 weeks ago, the Jags had a 97% chance of making the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And that last year, 6 weeks before the season ended, they had a 3% chance of making the playoffs.
What do you do if you're Shad Khan? I mean,
if Bill Belichick calls?
Yeah, just makes a little call in the morning. Yep.
Yes. I'm watching this board, this giant board. So you guys did nothing with this. You guys, our board is not up and functioning.
We're Dano.
Okay.
You just got to turn some mics on. We're good.
Okay. There's our board at the height of entertainment right there.
There's the country star John Reed behind the board.
There you go.
And they're going to give to us the playoff permutations because this is important, Stugotz. We got to get to some. Stugotz has a ton of shit that we got to get to before he leaves at halftime because he's not feeling well. Like he's got.
I have 4 top 5.
He's got 4
Are
top
you leaving
5
for real?
lists.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If it's tied, I'll probably stay.
Dan, I have 2 prizes that I've already selected to give away, and I have the winners.
Let's go.
All right, the first prize.
But we don't want to use the light. I thought that's what the light was for.
That's for comments, I think, that I'm supposed to be doing.
It's not. I thought the light was to buzz in.
Look at that thing.
I thought the light buzzes in and interrupts whatever we're doing. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yes.
You're controlling that?
He is. Look, yes. Who's our first winner, Billy?
Our first winner is Pablo Arevalo. And he's going to win this Miller Lite koozie.
Wow.
Brought to you by our friends at Miller Lite.
Nice.
Not much of a prize.
Wow.
Autograph
What
it,
do you
Billy.
mean? Yeah, we'll sign it. We'll
Yep.
sign the whole show. Will sign it, or as many people fit on this koozie as possible. We'll sign it. You want to know the second winner? This is a big prize. Pablo's going to feel mad that he didn't win this one. This one, Connor 170584711. 1.
We
You know
got
what
it.
I mean? The number
Yes.
1 and then 1. Mm-hmm. He's going to win Die Hards 1 through 3 on DVD.
Oh,
That's right. And we're going to sign that too.
We're going to sign that as well.
Yeah, we're going to sign
maybe
this
take
Die
a picture
Hards.
with
Yeah,
it. Okay.
sure. Someone actually sent us this for Christmas one year, and we're regifting. But Pablo,
A Christmas movie.
Connor doesn't need to know that.
Are you guys big regifters? Do you like regifting? Do you guys do that?
I regifted a $100 bill recently.
That's not regifting.
Well,
That's just you giving money to somebody else after
yeah.
you were given money.
That's how money works.
Were you planning on giving $100 as a gift? I mean,
Yeah, so I was given $100
Right.
as a Christmas Hanukkah gift, and then we took that same exact $100 bill, put it in an envelope, and gave it as a wedding gift.
It's not regifting.
Wow, that's
pretty sure
regifting out of
That's
category.
just giving. You got cash as a gift and you gave
but
cash
it's the
as a
same.
gift.
All right,
It's
if
what's
you
the
say
same.
so.
Regifting something is taking a gift.
It was a gift. It was given to me, and then I gave it to somebody else.
But I think
it was a physical object.
But I think it's got to stay inside the holiday. If it's a regift, I don't think regifting, I may have this wrong, but I think of it as something that if someone gives you a Christmas gift and then you take it and turn around and make it a Christmas gift to somebody else, then you've regifted. I don't think
so
of
you
that.
think you can't take a Christmas gift and make it a Valentine's Day gift or a birthday gift?
I suppose you can, but I had in my head an expiration date on just how foul a practice that was. And to me, the worst of it is doing it
so
immediately.
the same holiday.
That's right. That's the worst of it, is to do it during the
You
same
should
holiday.
wait a year.
Someone's
within a
giving
week.
Someone gives you a candle, and then you immediately get it out out of your ownership, the more immediately you do that seems like the greater offense.
I did that.
At least the other way, you had it in your house.
I
for a
did that
little while.
once with that shitty popcorn people give out around the holidays. You know that tin of like 3
That's
different
not shitty
popcorns?
popcorn.
Bad popcorn.
That's
No,
not
that's
shitty.
shitty.
How
You're
dare
wrong.
you?
Somebody,
How
you're
dare
wrong.
you?
Somebody
How
once,
dare you?
Absolutely.
somebody
This
once
is
showed up to my
caramel
house.
and
The cheddar and the regular. What are you
And
crazy?
how fucking crazy are you that that's bad popcorn?
Popcorn?
Couldn't agree
You
with
are
you
you
more.
fucking kidding
Mark
me?
those.
I'm
You
furious.
have to be kidding
Cheddar
me.
cheese, the caramel.
Are you
chocolate
that?
covered
How
caramel.
dare you call that overrated?
Somebody gave that to me, and then somebody else came to my house and with like a holiday thing, and I was like, I got nothing for you. So I went in the kitchen, grabbed this tin that someone had just gotten to me, and give it to him. So here you go. This is what I got you.
You gave away
Sounds
food,
like what I
huh?
did with that $100 bill.
Put it on the poll, please. Whoever's handling the polls. Juju's not here. He's at
Kirsten's
the game.
handling the polls.
Are we gonna go out to Juju at any point? Is he contributing anything to this broadcast, or is he doing it all from there? Because at Le Batard Show, I need the audience to chime in on this. The tin of popcorn
Oh, delightful.
of many flavors. Great gift, or better than that?
I am so shocked by this take, Chris. It is startling to me that you wouldn't like this.
I mean, it gets stale after like 3 days.
Yeah, so have it all in the first 3 days.
Yeah.
It's just overrated. I mean, obviously it's edible. I've eaten it, but it's just
But
nothing.
it seems like you were in a bad spot. Like someone came in,
I was in
you
a
didn't have
pinch.
a gift, and you just grabbed it.
I was in a
right?
pinch.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, but
re-gifted.
that's not the issue. You called it bad.
It's not. I'm never excited when I see
called
this
it
popcorn.
shitty popcorn.
I had a situation this holiday season where I have friends now and family that have children, but I haven't seen them all. And then we were like a present short for a child, and it was a situation where we were not sure if we're going to get a gift for our child, and then we have to give a gift for their child. And then we didn't see the other child yet because that child's out of town. So it was a situation where we had this present that was wrapped that could be used kind of. It was like a utility present, you know what I mean? Where we could
The
use
Mike
it for
Mordecai of
exactly right.
presents.
We could use it for one child or another child. Now, a child wasn't
Hosea
gonna,
Kendo.
a child was not going to miss out on a present. All these children would get the presents. I just have to go to the store and buy another present for that kid to get a present. But it was a situation where I took the tag off of the present 3 different times, and each time it had a different name on it. And each situation where I thought we were going to exchange gifts, it didn't happen. So you don't want to be that person, like in the friendship, where like they come and they don't give your kid a present, and then you give their kid a present, and then they feel like, oh, we should have gotten a present.
What a throw!
Big catch.
Yeah.
What a dime by Josh Allen right there, right in the bread basket.
We needed it. Yeah.
We did need it.
It's Eli Apple. There's gonna be a lot of that, Roy. There are going to be some targets on Eli Apple.
That was just a great throw.
It was just a great play. Like, what are you supposed to do? Stephon?
Not be Eli Apple.
I mean, or you can have Xavier Howard be healthy. That's what you can do.
But
But
that hit the ground.
He's not much better. Who said that?
you didn't just
didn't hit the
say
ground.
that.
I didn't say that.
You
Who
did.
said
You
that?
said that Xavier Howard's not much better than Eli Apple. That's not a thing you just said
Who
out
said
loud.
that?
Oh,
Greg Cody, paint the picture. It was just a
Greg
big play.
Cody, giant play at Hard Rock Stadium.
Flash him, guys.
Flash him with the lights, guys. Flash him with the lights. He doesn't know.
This is always great.
Yeah,
Come
this
on.
is always
Flash
good.
him, guys.
Guys,
There we
yes,
go.
flash him with the lights.
There we
Yes,
go. Oh,
there it
look at
is.
him.
There it
Acting
is.
quick. Greg, paint the picture. Big play right there. Oh, he's got to turn on the mic.
I don't understand what's happening there. I
Paint the
don't-
picture. Big play there, Dad.
Yeah, that was great coverage, actually, by Eli Apple, but it was a perfectly thrown or accidentally perfectly thrown pass.
Do a little play-by-play for us.
I'm not really a play-by-play. Like, hey, it's a handoff. Whoa!
Tip drill. What?
Oh, what a catch.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a hell of a catch.
What a terrible
Perfect
play-by-play.
for the try.
No, that was a hell of a catch. No
wish we could
play-by-play
listen to
man
that
says,
play-by-play.
whoa, like me.
Listen to me. Listen to me right now. That was one of the most amazing plays you will ever see. That complete with some of the worst commentary you will ever hear.
It's a run
in
play.
this
Whoa!
Feet are in. It's a catch.
Yeah, that's a whoa.
Big extra point.
That's a whoa kind of play right there.
I need to explain to anybody listening to this that ball hit somebody's helmet or hand and went 40 feet in the air and landed in the back of the end zone in Stephon Diggs' hands, who barely got his feet in. Is that Diggs or is that Gabe Davis?
That's not Diggs.
It's neither.
Nor Davis.
Number 16. I don't know
Two
who that
fines.
is.
Sherfield. The
Sherfield, former Dolphin.
Ex-Dolphin, yeah.
He's also playing for the tie, clearly.
Big
Helping
extra
the
point.
Dolphins
Big
out.
extra point, boys.
Sorry, I thought it was 14, and then I thought it was 16.
Revenge
Bad
game.
play-by-play by Le Batard. How about that?
It was.
Didn't even know who caught the touchdown pass.
Well, you're there, Greg. You're the one that can see. We
That's
can't.
true, but I got my back to the game. Remember, so I got to look
Well,
I got to look over my shoulder
Turn
to see
around
it.
and watch the game while you're reporting. Just turn
I
around
really
and watch
should.
the game.
Yeah.
Billy, you have how
Hey.
many gifts like that? Because I have friends who have a room full of gifts they can get for emergencies, like just all-purpose gifts. I need something for a 6-year-old. Just a shelf,
gifts.
a shelf with
Ben
gifts,
Zobrist.
gifts for all occasions.
Just the toy shelf in your friend's house, just in case you give it away.
Not
Some
just
knickknacks?
toys, not just toys, candles, like just things you can give to adults, like things you can bring to dinner parties, just an assortment of things so you don't have to get them day of. You don't have that. You just had it this Christmas.
Well, I had gifts that were for people that I haven't seen yet that could have been used for other people, but then, you're then indebted the gifts that you need to go back to the store and now repurchase to give.
How late after Christmas will you give a Christmas gift because you haven't seen somebody? Like, what's too late?
I'm sitting on like 2 right now that I'm really trying to get out of my house, and I keep saying I got to get these out. I got to go deliver these gifts, and they still haven't made it to their destination. But it's for kids, and then they just had another kid, so you can't go visit, and it's a whole thing.
Chris Cody, will we
There's too
have
many people in the world?
Will we have the ability to explain more completely the touchdown that the Bills just scored, complete with the terrible play-by-play of Greg Cody?
We are attempting right now to grab the audio of the horrific play-by-play of that touchdown.
What happened to the playoff permutations we were supposed
We
to
also
get?
have that ready whenever
Can
you
we-
want it.
can we
I believe
get
Tony's
Dan-
eating a chicken strip?
Can
though,
we
so
get
maybe-
Dan's play-by-play as well?
Yes, getting players wrong. Can we go to Tony right now? Tony is ready to go to the playoff permutations board that is just as good as the one on Sunday night football night in America.
That's right, Dano. How you doing?
I'm good, Tony. It's a little dark out there. I'd like
Is
it
it?
to be. Yeah, it's not a great board situation.
It's nighttime.
Yeah, it's true. It was nighttime. I was waiting out here for a while, so I had to get a chicken wing.
How's the food?
Food's good. Chicken tender from Publix. Excellent.
Oh, the best.
Cynthia's going to bring me a napkin, but you can hear Mike Fuentes here, by the way. I don't know if you guys can pan back. Mike Fuentes is
Getting worked?
getting worked on by Genesis. And,
Dig into those calves.
yeah, look at
Oh,
that.
Stugotz, you know what would be great? You should get some Genesis, and we'll go through all of your top 5 lists over there.
Ooh,
You-
yeah.
you
That's a
haven't-
good plan.
You haven't been worked on by Genesis in a while. But Tony,
All right,
take
Daniel, let's
take
do
us
it.
through your big board, please.
Yep, here we go.
So NBC has Steve Kornacki. We have Steve Kornacki.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so top of the heap here, we got Baltimore at the number 1 seed, okay? We've got a couple, let's see here.
Oh, boy.
Let's see, one,
Not
two,
leaving
three,
yourself a
four.
lot of room on the other side of the bracket here.
That's it. You
Nah,
should
don't
use
worry
the
about that.
whole-
You're
you
running
should
out of
use the
space.
whole-
Don't worry about
Yeah.
that. All right, so
Angle the board towards the camera,
Let
too.
him cook.
We can't
That's
see
probably
it.
a good
the
idea, yeah.
board is fixed. I can't angle it, Billy.
But why would you start?
Couldn't be
over
less
there?
fixed.
What do you mean?
You-
This is the closest part we can.
but
All right.
You've got the AFC should be on the left and the NFC's on the right.
Well, no, I'm going to do AFC on the right and then NFC on the left.
It's his
Yeah.
board.
Facing that way.
Board, what are you doing?
If
What
you
are we
win
doing
this,
here?
you're going to have to make a
What do we
U-turn.
do? It's kind of like the United States, Dan, right? So we can kind of do one of these moves, kind of go right here.
Like
See,
it.
like right here.
Oh, that's pretty
NF
good.
This makes a
NFC,
lot more sense now,
AFC.
actually.
Way
Thank
to
you.
improvise, Don.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is
That's definitely Florida he drew.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does
Hold on,
look like Florida.
Hold on, give me a second. There you go.
There's
Enough.
NFC.
We
Oh,
don't need
look at
dots
Key
coming
West.
out of Florida.
The keys,
Oh,
guys. The
come
keys.
on,
Come on.
yeah,
What's wrong with you?
Yep.
This is crazy. Okay, so this is assuming that the Miami Dolphins get the second seed.
We don't need the islands, dude.
Another one of these no-look pitches that goes for
Keeps
12.
working.
I cannot
Stop it.
believe
I
they're
mean-
doing this.
Keeps working.
Yes, the, Lake Okeechobee there too. Anyways, all right. This is assuming that Miami gets the number 2 seed overall, which would have them playing the number 7 seed Buffalo Bills again,
Ugh.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you guys mean. I don't have much room going that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Also, Texas looks like a ball sack.
Well,
Come on.
well, what is he doing there? Dan, I
Come
don't know. I don't know what he's
on.
doing there, Dan.
Come on.
All right, then we've got the 3-6 matchup, which would be Kansas City locked into the 6, the 3 seed locked up by no, wrong.
Kansas City.
Kansas
Kansas
City
City
is
is
the
the
3
3.
You're
Tony,
right.
we need playoff permutation.
No, hold on,
Tony,
almost there.
Tony,
It's
this
going
is,
well.
Tony, this is your,
Pittsburgh is the 6 seed. My bad, guys. And then we've got the 4-5 matchup, which is here.
Kornacki.
My bad. 4-5, which
Big one.
Houston, H-Town hold it down versus Cleveland.
Flacco and CJ Stroud.
That's right.
shit.
That's right.
Oh, man.
So, if where do you guys want to start? Top or bottom here?
What happens if there's a tie?
If there's a tie, then that would mean that we'd have to redraw the entire thing.
No, you don't. You just
So Pittsburgh goes
No.
to the 7
6
seed.
and 7
Yes,
swap.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
And the Bills
so
are the
we
6.
go here.
Tony,
and we
we'll
go
come
there.
back to you when you're a little more organized.
No.
We'll
Listen,
come
I'm
back.
good. I'm good. You guys want to start with Miami, Buffalo? Or you guys want to start with Kansas City, Pittsburgh?
I think you want to get a little more in order. Get that board filled out instead of doing it while we're talking to you.
Okay.
Have it filled out, and then we'll come to you, and
Gotcha.
then you can go through it.
But
Gotcha.
what do you mean start? Are you going to tell us who's winning the matchup?
Well, no, you know how they start at different times, right? So I got to make sure what game is going where.
Right.
You got me?
Yes.
They don't all start at the same time. I got to.
2 on Saturday, 2 on
Exactly.
Sunday.
Thank you,
right.
Stu. Now
Super
you-
wild card week.
But
Exactly.
are you predicting results?
I could if you want. Like, that's what I'm going to try to do here. No, Miami. I'm going to take Houston over Cleveland.
You seem confused, Billy. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. Billy's always confused with for some reason.
The remainder.
Hey, Pabila de Bobby. It's Kansas City.
Carry the one.
Square root of 5.
Are you going all the way to the Super Bowl?
Corn hacky, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on.
Remember the reseeding.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. So
'Cause you can't just
Houston,
do-
yeah,
yeah.
so Houston would travel to Baltimore. Kansas City would travel to Miami. So you know what I'm going to do here, guys, to get a little bit better is I'm going to actually give you the games where they would happen. So
Daytona?
Miami will be playing against Kansas City somewhere around here, which is, you know, our Dolphin Stadium, Hard Rock Stadium, somewhere around there. Baltimore and Houston would be somewhere around here in the Mid-Atlantic. So we'd have Baltimore versus Houston. So if that's the seeding, that's where it would go, and then Miami would face Baltimore if they won. If Houston beat Baltimore, they'd have to come down and play Miami, or they'd have to come over and play Kansas City.
It all makes sense now.
I mean, you can't fault the man. He's an artist.
Yeah.
So we could do the NFC now, right?
No, we'll come back to
Okay,
you.
let me
I'm
drop the
still trying
NFC.
to
Second
figure out
half.
the
Second
AFC.
half.
We'll
Second
come
half.
back
Let me
to
draw
you.
the NFC.
I
and
gotta
I'll do that.
digest that.
Hold on. We're going to go back to the action.
Well, we're not done with the AFC. That's just if there's a tie.
Yeah,
That's correct. There are many more
More
permutations.
permutations, yeah.
yeah. All right, I'll draw that up again.
We'll come back to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
we could have Flacco going to Baltimore second rounds. Oh, my God. What a playoff.
Stugotz has a couple of scenarios where he says you don't want so-and-so strolling into your stadium. That would be one of your top 5 lists. Top 5 names you don't want strolling into your stadium.
CJ Stroud.
I know.
Terrifying, that guy.
Gabe Davis has come up limp in this game.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's going back. No, that's not Gabe Davis. Lots of injuries.
Interesting.
They shouldn't be playing 17 games.
Especially when this one means nothing.
Ooh, Dotson has a shoulder. He's questionable. Gabe Davis has a knee. He's questionable.
Do you guys believe that if the Dolphins lose this game, that they should put in whatever the equivalent of their Ring of Honor is, would have been AFC East champions if it had been a normal 16-game season like it should be?
I mean, that means as much as the Lakers in-season tournament one, given how their season's going.
I'm just saying a banner that says, because they haven't won the AFC East since 2008.
3 years ago, we would have
That's
won
right.
the East.
No, not 3 years
Just
ago.
put it up with an asterisk?
No asterisk. Just would have been AFC East champion if the games had been 16 the rightful way the Lord intended.
I don't know if they have enough room up on
It's
the
probably a
stretch
little
around the
wordy.
100 level.
Yeah,
Ooh, how
but-
many yards is that for Smythe? We needed 25.5 for him. That's a good chunk. That was like a good 12, I think. Guys, we're going to give away so many prizes today. I already have my next prize here. We're just waiting for either the quarter end or for us to hit on something else.
And we're just going to sign everything. That's what's going to make the things valuable, that they're going to be precious, precious gems from this
Yeah.
show. This show doesn't normally do these things. By the way, we have installed at much expense an alien watch camera in that area where the 8 and the 10-foot aliens were spotted here recently. Stugotz, we got an enormous amount of traffic out of nowhere from our exclusive video of just all those police cars clearly chasing an alien, clearly chasing an 8-foot alien. It got the nation and the world's attention, really, the video of, and so now we have just perpetual alien watch going on at great expense outside of our building.
I
here.
saw another angle of that video, Dan, of the aliens crawling across the famed cobblestone streets of Miami. You know, all the cobblestone that's here. That was the video circulating earlier today of aliens in Miami.
So we're on it. We're covering that like no one is because it's right across the street from us. We're in the center, the epicenter of all the alien activity. Billy,
Yes.
we need a field goal here, right? It's the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins are inside the 40-yard line. You want them to get points or miss a field goal, but go into the half with either no points or a 3-point lead, correct? This is what you want because we're rooting for the tie?
Yeah, I mean, if we keep it tied, it's great. But, the Bills do get the ball first, so you may want to try to get ahead here. Because here's the thing. If you're playing with the lead, you can always kind of fudge the numbers there and make sure you tie it. But if you're playing with a deficit, then you have to play to the other team. You know
what happens to Buffalo? Have we considered this? If Buffalo is also playing for the tie? If Buffalo is
they
looking...
wouldn't do that. Why would they do that?
I mean, why would anybody
That'd
do
be
that?
silly.
But, yes, but if Buffalo were playing for the tie...
Well, we play the Steelers. The Dolphins would play the Steelers, so the Bills would be the 6th seed.
They'd play the Chiefs in Kansas City, which this is the year you want to see Kansas City in the
so you
playoffs,
think the
probably.
Bills also would play for that tie? Because explain to me what the differences are for the Bills, and I know we've got the Tony.
Well, that's a Tony thing.
Tony
yeah.
permutation board. But if we were to get a scenario, where both teams are playing for the tie, what I'm asking you, I guess, Stugotz, is the scenario in which Buffalo wins this game or ties this game.
They get the Steelers at home. We go to Kansas City.
Well, wouldn't they also want the Steelers at home? Wouldn't both teams be trying to get what you'd be?
They would want to win. The Bills want to win this game.
Get
the prize is the Steelers at home. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, if the Dolphins win this game, the Bills come here next week.
No, the Dolphins aren't trying to win. They're trying to tie.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the prize.
If the Dolphins
If
win,
they win, they play the Bills again,
No,
and then the entire city of Buffalo has to stay down here another week, and no one wants that.
If the Dolphins win, Mike McDaniel's not a genius, and we need to kind of look into. Hey, maybe he needs some help.
What if Belichick calls?
Wait, so you're saying you'd rather have the path of at Kansas City, at Buffalo,
No, I want
at
to tie.
Baltimore?
What are you missing here?
Yeah.
No, you want to tie.
You want a tie.
What are you missing?
Get the ties.
It's not that
guys.
But the next best option is going to Kansas City, I think. I don't want to play Buffalo again.
I cannot understand the idea of everybody saying they want to go to Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Have you
in
seen him
his
this year?
home stadium.
Have you watched him this year?
Yeah, I've also seen him for the last several seasons. I understand.
Is everyone saying that, by the way?
Everybody in this room seems to be rooting to go to Kansas City as opposed to hosting Buffalo.
Don't put me in
after
there.
beating Buffalo.
Well, hold on a second.
I can't understand it.
Can I ask Tony a question directly? Can we communicate with each other?
Hey,
'Cause
Billy.
I have a question for Tony. You know the ins and outs of what's going on here, correct?
Correct. On my board right now, as you can see.
So, what time would the Dolphins game be next week? Because that changes things.
Yeah.
If you're hosting the Bills, you want them in the daytime, right? You want the heat on
Yeah,
your
that
side.
would be, even though it's been kind of cool here in Miami, so it's not going to be a super hot game. But my sources are telling me that if it is this side of the bracket where Miami's the 2 seed and Buffalo comes back down, that would be a 1 p.m. CBS game. Those are my sources are saying.
Saturday or Sunday?
That's a Sunday game. My sources are also saying if Miami ends up losing this game, they go to the 6 seed, they play Kansas City. That will be a night game, an 8:15er on Saturday.
Pass, man.
On Saturday.
Maybe coming back.
That's that's such a nice pass, though. That's
See,
that's
get the
on
reps
them.
in, but
It's
have
on
a
them.
flag so that way you can't score points.
You're also not giving Buffalo your best look here because you have some players out. I mean, this
Zagacki.
Yep.
That's why they keep fake handing it off to nobody.
Are we locked into Rams Lions?
Yeah,
Stafford
we are.
Detroit?
We are locked in on my NFC side. We are locked in for the double revenge game, which is again Jared Goff going against Sean McVay, and then nobody's really there for Detroit the last time that Matthew Stafford was there, but it's a Stafford revenge game against the entire city of Detroit, which is going to be exciting.
So
Also a Goff revenge game.
Stafford
It's a
Goff
double.
revenge game in the first week, and then potentially in the next week if Cleveland wins a Flacco revenge game at Baltimore. Amazing.
Well, no. So we would have to have something else happen because Cleveland is locked in on the 5th seed. So if another lower seed beats a higher seed, then that team would go to Baltimore. So if everything stays with the favorites winning, then yes, Cleveland will go to Baltimore. But if it stands now that a team gets upset, either Buffalo or Pittsburgh will be heading to Baltimore.
the light is on. The light is on. Wait a minute. The light is on. What does this mean? This means that we go to Billy? Are we going
Nope,
to...
this is me. We're going to me. This question comes from Christian Plaza, and this is in the chat. This person tipped $19.99 to ask this question, so we're going to ask it, and it's a damn good question. If you had to eliminate someone from the show in order for the Dolphins to win the Super Bowl, who would you guys eliminate?
Jeremy.
Yeah, I get it. I think we're gonna get the same answer around if you ask everybody.
I would give up myself. Since
Wow,
the whole
you're so
ESPN thing
selfless.
happened, so I'd be like, guys, it almost happened before.
What a hero.
It'll be me. I'll go for the Dolphins.
Can I go to Tony? Tony, are we locked in on Packers Cowboys next week? Mike McCarthy revenge game? What a
Another
playoff.
one we are locked in on, Stu. Green Bay traveling to Dallas.
Wow.
A game for America's heart right here. We've got the Packers and we've got America's team again. It's a very interesting matchup that we've got two historic teams, obviously probably the most historic teams in the actual NFL facing off. Remember a couple years ago, Aaron Rodgers went down to Dallas, beat Dallas after a very good season where I want to say Dak Prescott was I don't know, close to MVP, but he had a really good season that year.
You want to say it?
He doesn't want to say
You
it.
shouldn't have said it.
He didn't want to.
That pass by Tua into open space was very beautiful. And you've got a situation here, Stugotz, where the Dolphins are inside of the 10-yard line.
You take a knee.
Could use a turnover,
Yeah, and they threw the ball to Tyreek Hill in space. And what was the call? Did they have
Ineligible man downfield.
Ineligible. Okay, I'm slurring.
I
my
hate that rule.
margarita
That's all right.
words.
Well, unintelligible man.
Linemen should be able to go out for a pass.
Do you eat the crickets
They
inside
can.
of the drink, or is it just for flavor? It's
protein. You can, but I do not. No.
Okay.
What are you laughing about?
They
Stugotz?
can go out for passes. You just got to report.
That's right. We're going to do that again.
I kind of want to go.
they
I
did
need to go
last
into the
week.
stadium for this play.
All right, let's go to Greg Cody. Greg Cody live here
Well, it's 3rd and 1. How's that possible?
at the stadium. Greg Cody is not ready to go to
Flash
us.
him, guys. There we go.
Yes, I
There
don't
we
know
go.
how
This
you
is-
guys
I
are
love this
getting.
system.
It's a bad system.
I like that we have to go to him
really-
to
I
then
don't-
flash the light.
I don't understand. No, I mean it's truly terrible. Like it's just
Who needs me?
It's bizarrely incompetent.
There
like,
you go. Paint the picture, Dad.
But it's hard to get our communications correct over at the stadium. Go ahead and give us some play-by-play here, Greg.
Touchdown pass. How about that? Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, doing it legit, not cheating. That was fantastic. No, that was really nice. That was quick. That's what they do with him. They
Left
take
him,
advantage
left
of his
him too
speed.
much time. Left him too much
you left
time.
him
No, they
just
left him the
enough time.
perfect amount of
Yeah,
time.
to tie the
Dan, they
game.
got to tie it.
What are we missing here?
Killing it.
Well said.
Thank you.
Over and out.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
How many yards does he need this game for 2,000?
Fun.
I think it's like 240.
Yeah, I think he's ain't gonna get there.
Almost there.
But he is leading the league in receiving yards now. First Dolphin, I think, ever to lead the league in receiving.
Is that right, Dolphin historian?
I think Mark Clayton did once in
Let's find out.
'86. I want to say.
Give it a year.
Well, Greg Cody is the Dolphins historian. How does it feel now at the stadium? Are you feeling a certain electricity that's uncommon in all your time, half a century covering the Dolphins here in this town?
I would say it is extremely uncommon. I've never felt another ambiance quite like what I'm feeling right now. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's quite an experience for me.
Jerry Rice led the league in 86.
Uh-oh. How about that? See, that's a problem if you're a Mark Clayton. You play your whole career under Rice's shadow. That's why he's never getting any Hall of Fame convo, him and Duper.
Jeremy was right. He seems to be the
Interesting.
first one ever.
Wow, how about
Unfortunately, you're no longer on the show, so.
The Dolphin historian, Greg Cody, Fins at 50.
that?
Doesn't
And
always,
the pride of a lion.
doesn't always have his facts correct. Yes, if you want to continue to make the Greg Cody book with Ron McGill, The Pride of a Lion, the bestseller that you have made it so far, we suggest that you get The Pride of a Lion wherever it is that you get your books. Much of the money that's involved with this goes to charitable efforts. Ron McGill doesn't keep a whole lot of money. He takes some of your money in donations and buys Cadillacs and
A caddy.
nice meals. And
It's a beautiful car. I've been in it. I mean,
and
seriously.
his wardrobe has improved substantively since his endowment, but he is an honest, decent man, and only some of those funds are embezzled. Greg Cody, you are the Dolphin historian around
So
here.
you keep saying.
Yeah, well, I want to know
It comes with pressure. I mean.
what went into the research of finding out. You came on here and said this is the biggest game since 1992 of any kind that the Dolphins have played.
It wasn't until today. Yeah, it sure was.
And so,
and then Buffalo gets a free ride
92?
because of Jacksonville losing.
You weren't listening at all when Greg Cody was talking before. I don't know where you go sometimes during the show. I really don't. I don't. You drift off, and I'm super,
Hedging,
I'm super confused by things that are said around here that you don't hear when I'm expecting you to listen at least marginally. 1992 is the last time the Dolphins played a game of this size, according to Greg Cody. But he's got a column to write, and he doesn't like writing his columns, Stugotz, this way with us interrupting him, because that's the job you respect, correct? I told the people before you came in here today, Greg, that you were nervous today, that you looked off.
Well, I've never done this. There's enough natural distraction. Not that I'm not in a press box, don't get me wrong, but in a crowded press box with a deadline approaching in a close game, in a big game, there's enough natural pressure and distraction. But then when you add ancillary circumstances,
lights flashing,
just things that I've never done before,
right?
It's difficult. Now, it's still late in the first half. If you try to talk to me with 2 minutes left in the game, you'll either get ignored or
a middle finger,
an expletive thrown at you. So, that kind of thing, over and out, like the saying goes. But right now we're still good. I got one eye on the screen, one eye on the mic. How about that?
Mm-hmm. How about that?
Thanks, Roy.
You've really been saying a lot of how about that because you don't have anything else to punctuate your thoughts.
Well, my mind is a little distracted, Dan. I don't know if you can appreciate that or not, but I'm trying to do my main job over here and also talk to you. So, I'm doing the best I can.
We appreciate your industrious efforts at all times. Over and out.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will check back in at the half. Okay. Thank you for all of your work, all of your good work,
and all of yours.
And I appreciate that you are wearing a shirt from your famed press box collection.
It is.
I have seen you wear a version of that shirt for 40 years.
Yes.
For 40 years, you've been wearing that shirt.
Yes. By the way, my press box collection is available at JCPenney.
That's a good idea.
That shirt. Great. Chris, how many shirts like that
oh my
does he have?
14. Respect the light.
Sorry.
This is a good one. It's a brand new one.
All right, we have a question here from the chat, and keep sending your questions in. Larry Tribe asks, if you had to eat dinner at the same time every night for a year, what time would you eat dinner? I'm going for 8.
That's way late.
That's way late.
7:30 for me.
Wait, where'd he come from? I thought he was busy covering the game. There's a 2-minute
the
drive.
most efficient he's
There's
been.
a 2-minute drive going on. How are you even listening to the show right now? Get out of here.
No, it's a Greg Cody impersonator. Just at
Turn
7:30.
off your microphone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Get out of here.
Over and out.
8's late?
6:30.
Yeah.
Yes,
Way too late, Chris.
It's too late. It's too late.
I've got you walking to a restaurant at like 9:30.
No, I've stopped that. I rarely eat after 6 o'clock anymore.
Oh, that's because of the carbs thing?
Yeah.
The going to sleep thing, too.
You don't want to eat. You don't want to fall asleep at 10 p.m. when you're still digesting stuff.
I'll just shovel pasta in my mouth at any time of night.
That wasn't the question, though.
You fall asleep at 10 p.m.?
Chris Cody, I usually do, yes. At this point, I do, yeah, but I'm up at 3 or 4 every day. Like, it's not very much sleep.
I get your text.
And just cook up some pork chops at 4 a.m.
Ooh.
It's the right time to eat them, though. Not going back to bed anytime soon.
Can you go out to be with Genesis so that we can get through some of your top 5 lists?
Let's save that. Let's save that for the second half.
Well, we've only got Genesis until 10 o'clock. We've only got...
We're good.
Well, there's 22 minutes.
But I'll do it right at the start of the third quarter.
We are going to go on break at halftime.
break.
Little break.
No, we're not
Yeah,
going on
what?
break.
Breaksky,
We're not
yeah.
going
We're
on
on break
break.
for
There's
it.
no halftime
We're
show?
not on break.
All right, you can
We don't need a
do a
break.
solo
I'm
show.
going on a break.
Chris is gonna juggle again.
I'll juggle. Who's getting worked right now?
Did you guys see the halftime show that's gonna be going on at the game?
Is
No.
it Luke?
Yeah, he's gonna be. It's a celebration of 50 years of hip hop.
That'll be fun to watch. No?
Well, they're not gonna show it.
Oh, we're not.
Of course
gonna
they're not
get
gonna
any
Not
of
in the
that.
Super Bowl.
Need a
Greg
touchdown
can
here.
report on it though. He's there.
So, Dan, Andy Reid retires, right? And Belichick calls the Chiefs.
Why
what
is
do you
he?
do?
Why is he retired?
Well, that's the rumor. I mean, that's the scuttlebutt right now.
Is
This might
it?
be it for Big Red. Yeah.
Nobody's saying that.
People are, Dan. Look it up.
Nobody's saying that.
They are.
I just I searched on Twitter Andy Reid retire. 0 results.
The entire internet.
Yeah, on Twitter, X, whatever it's called.
Dig deeper.
Okay.
I've got one
Oh,
tweet
I
from
spelled
Pro
retire
Football
wrong.
Talk.
You did.
There was talk of a potential Andy Reid retirement
Thank you.
before Super Bowl LVII. As the 2023 season moves toward its conclusion, it's fair to wonder whether this will be the last ride for Big Red. He took the exact words of the tweet.
I mean, it's his nickname.
That is not the scuttlebutt. It's just Stugotz being maximum useless Stugotz. I tried to press the straw man, but this thing doesn't work. I think it was short-circuited by our our light. I think our light is something that is short-circuited all the equipment around here.
Is that Dallas Kincaid?
All right. The social team came and updated us on Chris read that question wrong. The question was, if you had to eat the same thing for dinner every night for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Oh,
I like my
wow.
question better.
But why'd the time come into it?
That's what I thought it said.
How'd you read it
Christ
wrong?
almighty.
I've been there. I'm sorry.
Both interesting questions.
Chicken parm.
How could you get that wrong?
Well, I just put the word time in there.
There's lots of things going on, Dan.
Yeah.
The light, is it because it was because you
had the Bills.
because it was you were
Touchdown
so
mean
Let me
Kate
reread
Davis
that. I'm not so sure about that.
Or Stephon Diggs.
Yes, I did.
We all get stuff wrong, Dan.
I understand, but everybody tends to get slightly more wrong around here than on other shows like it.
Tony was crystal clear on what the playoff picture situation was.
We could finish out too. I had my marker. About the
Right.
NFC is locked in. I mean,
NFC's locked in. Yeah.
Do you want to go and do more of that? Do you want that to
I
be?
can do the halftime show.
Don't use that marker. That's
the
a permanent
halftime show.
marker.
We don't need a break. You can keep bringing the thunder with your playoff permutations.
Yep, I can definitely.
Do you have anything more to give away, Billy?
Oh, yeah, I have the next prize right here. We're giving out minimum 4 prizes. We've already upped it to 6, and if the 6 hit, then we're giving out, I guess, 10 prizes, potentially, yeah. Next prize, these hummingbird glasses. Going to be given out at the end of this quarter.
I don't understand how we didn't have more of a budget for the gifts that we're giving out.
Well, it's a slow build, Dan. Come on, you don't give away the car, the first prize. Whoops, did I let that slip? We're giving away a car?
Billy's car.
Now I need to find a car.
Tony, I'm telling you right now, Cowboys and Packers will get the late Sunday slot. Okay? Telling you right now.
Agreed.
Yep.
You saw the same tweet?
Who's gonna get that sad Monday night game? Who's gonna get that last Monday night game of the week of the playoff weekend?
I can tell you.
The
Oh, it's already announced?
Eagles Buccaneers will be Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Wow.
Wait,
Is
where
that
are
a beat?
Dolphins? If it's Chiefs, when are the Dolphins playing?
Yeah, what are the Dolphins?
Does not say yet. All we've got so far is Packers at Cowboys, 4:30 Eastern on Sunday. Browns at Texans will be 4:30 Eastern on Saturday.
Are you guys not floored by the way the wheels have fallen off of the Philadelphia Eagles? The way that
Shocking.
the way that they're going into the playoffs?
I'm very concerned as a ticket holder, but also as a Jalen Hurts evangelist. It's been a tough year.
They're saying he's banged up, actually.
He's been banged up all
But
season.
he must be. And then what you're watching from Trevor Lawrence is also a quarterback who's not healthy.
Watching a
You guys-
quarterback behind that Jags offensive line get beat up and then ruin their career.
What do you mean by ticket holder?
I bet them to win the Super Bowl, so I have a ticket in my hand of them winning the Super Bowl and the NFC, and that right now I might as well burn it.
Big spot right here.
Need a touchdown?
A touchdown and the import.
Got it. Yes!
A drop by James Cook.
You know the Jags have one double-digit win season in the last 16 years, and that was led by Blake Bortles.
I mean, that team could have won the Super Bowl. That team was inches.
They were
so
They were up
good.
big on Brady.
They got screwed.
They were
Could've
jobbed.
beaten Brady.
That was a fumble.
UCF's own Blake Bortles.
That was a fumble?
Yeah.
No, not. He's not. He's talking about the other. He's
The
talking
play
about
in the Patriots
Bortles
game.
Miles
game,
Jack.
not the Bills Dolphins game.
Billy will catch up at some point, Dan. I promise. He's been late on everything.
Lots of giveaways.
14-10, not good.
No, that's not what we want.
Did you say they had one double-digit win season in the last 16 years?
Yeah,
Steve?
That's not true.
No, that's a question.
that was the tweet.
The Bills?
I'll find it. No,
No,
the Jaguars.
Jags.
He'll get here. I'm telling
Come
you,
on,
Dan.
Billy.
He's gonna get here.
Catch up.
Billy,
He's gonna
Bills
get here. I
did?
promise you.
Billy, what are you doing?
Crickets.
Literally, or grasshoppers. I don't know.
Locusts.
I think those are bigger.
Oh,
Locusts are bigger.
yeah.
They're plumper.
More protein.
I used to be the biggest Mike Tirico guy.
What happened?
That's
Well.
it. I'm not prepared to say I'm not a Tirico guy anymore, but I'm less of a Tirico guy than I used to be.
Look how far back, because the Bills don't have timeouts. The Dolphin defense is, because they're just
McDaniel not playing for the tie. I mean,
Quick out route there. Feels like a first down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they're doing that.
What was that?
Just gave them 10 yards.
That's Fangio.
he is playing for the tie.
Just handed them
That's
10
Fangio.
yards. Hey, the percentages are a little higher.
That was crazy, right?
You know what?
That was insane.
That is playing
Two
for
was
the
per
tie.
play.
No, that's playing for the
tie.
tie.
Yes.
That is, we've
Yes.
got to watch these
That's
games
crazy.
differently.
It's
amazing.
They just gave them 10 yards in 4 seconds for
Hey,
no
let's
good
double your
reason.
chances of getting this. Move a little closer here.
The look on Tua's face.
He was confused. He was legitimately
Tua doesn't
confused.
know.
Tua doesn't
Yeah,
know.
you can't let your
His
quarterback
coach-
know you're playing
his
for the
coach-
tie.
do it.
his coach- They have not told the offense that they're playing for the tie.
Dolphins just took a timeout because McDaniel's like, Fangio, what the hell are you doing?
I want a spot like this where late in the game, the Bills score a touchdown and they have a decision to make. Do you tie the game or do you lose on purpose? Do you want to? You send the message to Miami. We want to be back here next week. You know what? We're missing this on purpose. We're not giving you what you want. We're losing by 1 point. We'll be back here next
Okay,
week.
so now you have one team playing for a tie and the other team playing to lose by
That's right.
one. That's what I want at the end of this game. That is
Wait,
what I want.
They
Yes.
don't want home field, the Bills?
I don't know. I just
They
like
wanna
the
be back?
idea of them having a chance to kick the game-tying extra
And
point.
saying no thank
and
you.
just being
Taking
like
a knee.
playing
If
the
you-
head game of they see that we want to tie,
Right.
so they don't give it to us.
If you lived in Buffalo, wouldn't you want to come back down here? I mean,
They'll just stay down here. You see everybody at Elbow Room on Fort
Place
Lauderdale
was
Beach?
packed.
Didn't get
No,
in.
they're not.
wow.
No, that's gonna
They don't have
that's gonna
time.
end the half.
we
That's
just
gonna
got
end the
that by a half a
No,
yard.
but that's gonna end the
Yeah,
half.
that's it.
They don't have a time.
Wow.
Absolute pure luck.
Ken
there.
Dorsey.
but
and
up
them
7
again.
is better than up 4. I mean,
But honestly, though, hot seat, that's terrible management there at the end of it.
Yeah.
what if Belichick calls?
You have to.
You said it.
You have to get in there. You have to. Yeah, you have to get in. Oh my God, that's so good.
What a play by that linebacker.
Got to extend there if you're Johnson, by the way. Right
Monday
there,
morning.
you got to extend.
What a play.
Don't worry about the double team hit.
So the defense doesn't know as well. I mean,
Nobody seems to
Oh,
know.
Baker's back.
That's gonna be the halftime interview right there of McDermott. Are you surprised that the Dolphins are playing so vigorously for the tie? Did they catch you off guard with their no-look handoffs and the fact that no team ever has played so obviously to tie a football game? That's happened a couple of times this season. I remember I don't know what Tirico sounded like on the call this year, but all the people who are criticizing Al Michaels, there was a game earlier this year with the Giants where Dayball and Tyrod Taylor weren't handling the clock very well, and you heard Tirico's voice start to signal urgency at about like 13 seconds, 12 seconds, where he's elevating in a way Al Michaels hasn't elevated, and he's telling you this is about to be dumb. This is about to be dumb. Chris Cody, when that was happening, saw the first down marker and wasn't thinking timeout, and understandable. Was Tirico's urgency rising? Do we have a call? Was he explaining this is going to be a disaster for the Bills? They're going to miss out on points of any kind because they don't realize that that you cannot throw to the middle of the field in that situation unless it's in the end zone. Otherwise, the half's going to end. Could anybody hear what was happening there? Because a good play-by-play man on the game of the week frames that in a way that's exceptional. They rise to meet those moments.
I can only hear our crowd noise. Yeah. Because we don't have the sound on in here. I'd love to answer your question.
Watch it on mute, yeah.
Let's go to Greg Cody. Let's find out what's happening
It's a busy
with him.
time,
I
Dan.
know
He looks so
guys.
busy.
Well, but I need some explanation for what just happened at the end. I need some instant analysis from Hard Rock Stadium. Greg Cody, he's got to turn his microphone
With a
on
pencil
with
always.
his pen.
Just
How
leave it on.
How can we not do this better? Like I really don't understand how at the height of entertainment we can't get simply a microphone that's working when we go to him. Like it doesn't seem like it's that
I gotta
hard.
turn it on and off. I don't want you guys to hear snorting and breathing and coughing
snorting.
and not that kind of snorting. Just my normal snorting.
Not that kind of thing.
That kind of thing, exactly. How about that last stop, huh? Goal line stop. Eli Apple might not have stopped him alone, but Jerome Baker comes in and makes the play of the half. So how about that?
Another how about that?
How about it?
Was it the play of the half, though?
I think it was.
Yeah.
It gives the Dolphins a lead at the half when it would have been a tie.
All right, Dad, we're going to take a 10-minute break. Do you want to just talk the entire time by yourself?
No, I need a 10-minute break myself. No, I really do.
All right, stay right there, audience. We are going to be back in 10 minutes, and Stugotz is going to get mashed coming up in 10 minutes.
Hey, 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 who is that Dan? Is that Stu? Is that Mike, Ryan, Billy, Gil, Chris, and Greg too? Is that Juju out in Vegas? Oh boy, is that Roy? Is that Roy talking hockey at the bar? Look, you done took it too far. Out in Vegas, Roy to the penalty box. Viva Las Vegas. Hey, 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 who is that Jessica too? Is that Luke? Is that Lucy the Foot Girls crew? I'm just playing, I'm just saying touche, tache. Out in Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas all night long. Viva, Viva, Viva Las Vegas all night long. It's a party, it's a party, it's a parlay. It's a party, it's a party, it's a parlay. It's a party, it's a party, it's a parlay all night long.
Genesis has got to get out of here. She's been mashing people right and left. There's a great deal of healing and a great deal of pain in that. Stugotz, when's the last time you did some Genesis around here?
About a year, maybe 2 years. I don't
All right.
know.
You've done nothing to take care of your body since, right? So this is going to hurt you, and you're going to get while we're doing this, and I am a little sauced up. I'm a handful of margaritas in, and I'm feeling it right now.
Good.
Nice.
So this might end in some sort of train wreck that finishes us all.
Let's not do that.
Yeah,
And the
that'd be
shame
Would
that I
prefer it didn't
got,
happen.
the shame that I got for having a beer in Germany. I mean, jeez.
By the way,
A couple of years.
at Farm and
7.
Curdy won our hummingbird sunglasses for
All
the
right.
second quarter. So 3
Yes, I know.
prizes have been given away thus far. More to go.
I'm honestly startled how a spaceship as big as ours, strong and wealthy, gives such crappy prizes to its most treasured fans. I don't understand what we're
Building
doing.
up to the big ones.
to the
Yeah.
big one.
Okay, but it's the third quarter, and so far we've given away some pretty crappy prizes.
No,
I thought
what-
people
how-
were going to win some legitimate shit.
Well, we gave away a Miller Lite koozie. Are you saying that this is a great prize? Keeps your Miller
Autographed,
Lite cold.
yeah.
Autographed. Well, soon to be autographed. Die Hards 1, 2, and 3 on DVD. That's going to be autographed.
I wanted
as well.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
And
one.
the hummingbird glasses. 3 prizes.
Why are these lights going off?
Must mean something.
Franco asks, what is your favorite smell?
Franco.
Franco. I said Frank, and it's Franco.
Right.
Dan?
It's Franco Harris.
It's the scent of my wife.
Oh,
Van Ginkel's down.
well played. Cannabis for me.
Good answer, Dan. Good answer.
What do you mean? Well played. It's
It's a good answer.
It's the answer.
It's the answer.
I mean,
Not me, huh? Close second?
you always smell like cigarettes.
What? Get outta here.
It's startling. This room smells like cigarettes.
That is a lie.
Can you go out?
The
please?
garage, maybe.
No, you trail it in. You bring it in.
I know I do.
You
I like to blow it out sometimes as I'm walking in.
I know you do. You like to blow out a little rebellious smoke on your way in.
Genesis time.
Stu, realistically, before you go, how often do you take that last drag of the cigarette? And I know where your
He
little
does it all
bucket
the
is.
time.
How many times do you try to play basketball where you're trying to flick it into the bucket as you walk in?
All the time.
It's so disgusting. It's right by the door.
He
It's-
has a weird pile halfway up the ramp. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Yes.
It's like halfway
Yes.
up the
It's like
ramp.
dinosaur
they're
bones.
all there. It's the
so
strangest
strange.
spot.
It's because he shouldn't be doing it. Like you have to understand. This is Billy. There is no
Free country.
There is no greater.
Damn right.
Jack.
There is no greater truth than the one I'm about to speak. Stugotz cannot successfully live if he's not trying to get away with a scam somewhere. So there is a bucket for his cigarettes in a place where there should not be a bucket for his cigarettes. His entire family wants him to stop smoking. He's not supposed to be smoking. There's a bucket for the cigarettes, but he leaves a pile elsewhere where someone else parks. Don't say it's not true. Let's
We
send
should
it-
go-
All right,
yes,
Billy, go.
we
Billy,
just at the
let's
same
take our
time.
video crew.
Yes.
Let's go right now. Mobilize our forces. It's not true, says Stugotz. Let's mobilize our forces
So you should leave and go pick him up.
and let's chronicle. Let's get our motivated team ready to find Stugotz's cigarettes. As he says, it's not true, and let's see if we have the video capabilities.
What exactly are you saying?
Let's
Just
try.
so we're
No.
clear.
You just denied that something was true, and now you're
I
asking
throw
me
them
what
all in the bucket that Mike
allegation-
put out there for me. I do. I mean,
What
Most of them.
This is going to be the equivalent of Geraldo Rivera opening Al Capone's vault. We are going to build up.
What year was that?
We are going to build up to this investigation that reveals that Stugotz has a hidden stash of cigarette butts in a part of the garage where there should not be cigarette butts, where other people who work at other places park their car.
This is a game we like to call I hope no one cleaned the garage over the weekend because that would ruin this bit.
It would. All right, here we go. We are going out to the garage with our film crew.
the vault was opened in '86.
Okay, there you go.
Billy, can you
Give it
hear
for the
us?
Mets.
Let's go, please. Let's go, please, to the original. Oh, they're going straight. They're going past the original. Let's go to the original culprit of cigarettes. Where's Stugotz, who's disgusting, always throws his cigarette butts. And
a little dark.
There we
Good
go.
Lord.
That's
There
all
it
right.
is.
So
Oh,
that,
wow.
that is
It's
a lot of
usually
cigarette
hidden,
butts.
though. It's
There
usually
it
not
is.
that.
That's the
Good
bucket of
Lord.
death. Yes.
There it is, a little bucket of cancer. Yes, there it
Yeah, your
is.
poor
To greet
lungs.
us every morning, a
Those
bucket.
are not all mine.
Yeah, there are other people gathering from all over the universe to smoke in that corner of the garage.
In that garage that no one's allowed to smoke in.
Listen, anyone who smokes in that garage knows where to throw their cigarettes at. We're a group.
There's-
They walk down
meet every
to our
week.
garage level.
It's like a book club.
All right.
Billy, can you hear us down there?
I don't think we have the audio capacity to be able to do that quickly. But they found the bucket. Oh, wait, is that a different bucket?
No,
Or is
that's
that-
the same
the same bucket.
Just in
Same
light.
bucket.
Okay, so we will wait to see where the video crew ends up, even though we don't have the capacity to keep up with them and their audio. Is there anything in this game worth talking about right now, Stugotz?
Bills are driving.
I do have TV times for the Dolphins, depending on the results of this game. Not factoring in a tie, though.
Wait a minute,
which
this is a big 3rd and
interesting.
5 here. We need a tie.
Yes.
We want the Bills to tie the game here at 14, do we not?
Yes, of course.
I've kind of decided. I think I want to go anti-tie. I think I want the Dolphins to win. I think I want
Give me that
Buffalo
tie back.
here. I want Buffalo back here. I've switched on this. You know what? I'm taking this tie off.
Wow.
I'm not on your guys' team anymore.
Yeah, he's taking off the tie.
Oh my God.
Wow.
A little tight.
It is a little tight.
You want Buffalo again, huh?
Well, after
Gabe
that
Davis
sack,
out for
it
the
makes
game, by the
sense.
way.
I think Van Ginkel's hurt too. I heard that in my ear.
Van Ginkel was down.
Yeah. All right,
Oh,
Billy's there.
there's
Hey,
Billy.
Billy. All right, Billy. Can you take us
Hello.
to the other? We saw the bucket of death. Now, can you take
All
us
right.
to the other spot
We're
where
gonna go
Stu
look
got?
at the other one now, John. The other one, it seems as though have driven over a bit.
Yes, of course.
I know where he's headed.
Audio's great.
I've seen it.
So Stugotz should put his cigarettes in that bucket of death, but he decides to walk over here.
That's Juju's stash right there.
Hey, oh, wait a minute, yo.
Those are not cigarette
Snitches get
butts.
stitches.
They're not. I'm just saying. Okay, maybe they're not Juju's, but they're not mine.
They're terrible.
right.
What a snitch. Juju's going to be horrified by what just
He's not
happened
going to
there.
be
gonna
happy.
be really
I'm going to have
mad.
to.
This pile, you
Tony, did you see how quickly Stugotz flipped on Juju?
I'm just saying they're not mine. I'm not saying they're
No, you
Juju's.
did.
but
Yeah,
those
you
those
literally
seem
said
like
Juju's,
joints,
yeah.
not cigarettes. I mean,
You,
Whoa.
you,
Whoa.
they're
Whoa.
mine.
Stugotz.
In his defense, those do kind of look like.
Are those
joints.
zigzags?
Thank you. Thank you.
Zigzags or raw
In
papers?
his
I
defense,
mean, they do kind of
Dog
look like
walkers.
joints.
Why are you defending him?
I'm not saying it's Juju. I'm
he's-
just saying those do look like joints.
Stugotz clearly said it was Juju. Stugotz clearly tried to get away from the crime and pinned it on the black guy.
Should have went Lewis.
That doesn't help either.
He immediately rolled over and pinned the crime on the black guy.
What happened on this possession? I didn't
It was
see.
a sack on 3rd
It was
and
a
long.
sack.
So we're getting the ball back?
They're going to punt here in a
right.
second. Yeah. Or did they punt? I didn't see it. I was too busy horrified by Stugotz.
I think they probably
snitching.
punted if it went to a commercial.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
I think. But I
You
don't
know
know.
what? We should check in with the guy we have there.
They usually don't do that on 4th down. Let's check in.
Yeah,
yes.
let's check in, guys.
Greg Cody, what happened on that last position,
Let's
please?
wake him up, guys. He's taking a nap. Wake him up.
Yes,
There he is.
yeah, there it
Okay.
is. Yeah, look, we're really interrupting him. He's got to write a column.
Possession. That's a fun.
Greg, paint the picture. Just leave the mic on. Just leave the mic on. Just leave it on.
He's turning it on with a
We
pen.
can't hear you.
Hello.
There you go.
Hey,
I like him holding it the other way.
Oh, now we're seeing a kickoff behind him, oddly.
Greg Cody, what happened on that last possession, please? Break it down.
I can't. I was writing and not paying all that much attention. I know that.
Right.
No. I know that Melvin Ingram, who they just signed, playing his 3rd game with the team, came through. They're so depleted on defense with Chubb out, not to mention Jalen Phillips, that they really needed him, and he made a big play.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
over and out.
I don't know
Yeah.
if they needed Melgren Ingram, but they sure needed Melvin Ingram.
He did, yeah. We call him Mel.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it. It's been gold every time we've gone to you.
You know what? I always enjoy you interrupting my work, so keep it up.
Greg, just leave your microphone on. Stop turning it off.
We'll turn your mic down. Leave it. Just don't
it's
touch
fine.
it.
I won't touch it.
It's fine if you're clacking and you're typing and you're working. It's
Clacking
fine.
it? Okay, fine. Thank you.
Hard cut. I was funny.
Stugotz, will you please go
Genesis.
go outside and get with Genesis so that we can get your many top 5 lists. Genesis has to go home. It's late.
Me too.
It's been tiring for her. She works on a lot of bodies around here, and we will get. Stugotz has a number of top 5 lists that he is ready to get to, and this is going to hurt him. By the way, he doesn't know how much this is going to hurt because Stugotz has not been taking care of himself in any way.
What should we order? What can we tell Genesis to like really let her know?
The hammies,
Give him
the hammies
like,
are an absolute
a little
brutality.
extra.
The hammies, yeah. Give him the
Genesis,
hammies.
give him the good stuff. Give him the good stuff. No. The good stuff.
Okay. This
All
is
right.
all
Damn, when
right.
she grabs your ankle and then like kind of spins it around with her foot inside of like the deepest part of your hamstring. How do people survive that?
The calves are pretty tough too when she goes digging through the calves. But Stugotz is putting his headsets on, and he's going to give us a bunch of top 5 lists, and we're getting all the good stuff that we usually go to God Bless Football. God Bless Football is a monster. Billy and Stugotz are going to be right back here in the morning breaking down football at an absurd hour. He's going to give us the good stuff right now, though. He's got the top 5 coaches with the most pressure on him in the playoffs.
I can hear him breathing, so I think his mic's on.
Yeah, he's.
My God.
All right, Stugotz. Oh, there's Barrios.
use your hands.
The double hammy.
Oh, but Barrios didn't get there. Will he go for it? Will he go for it? 4th and short is zone 23.
Just hold on, Stugotz. We'll get back to you.
Hold on, Stugotz. We're going to get right back to you. We will, in fact, just leave your microphone on, but we will get back to you. He won't go for it on his own 23, will he?
I predict a punt.
Billy, what does Barrios have now? Has he gotten over 13 and a half yards?
No, he's at 9 right now. Yeah.
Almost got that.
That's how you got to extend.
Oh, they are
Wow, they're
punting.
punting a little fake ski.
No, he'd just go for it if they were going to go for it. Like, why run some sort of funky play? I wonder what the new analytics say. The new analytics couldn't say that you go for that from your own 23, right?
Great.
It's less than a
No
yard.
way. Great
It's less than a
punt.
yard. I think it is.
Not when you're going for the tie.
Let me check the punt or go Twitter.
All right. This is a good camera angle on Stugotz, and Stugotz is ready to go. Stugotz, where would you like to start?
Did you guys turn on a different mic?
All right, hold on a second. We
You
got
gave him a
Chris
different
Cody,
mic. It was working before.
We will go
You
back.
gotta tell me when you switch.
You
mics.
got me?
There we go.
All right. Excellent work, as always.
Jesus!
By everyone involved. You would think some of this stuff would be easier. Where are we, Stugotz, with your top 5 list?
Genesis's foot is in my ass right now. It's killing me, Dan.
Deeper.
Yes, deeper Genesis, but she's just getting
Do it with your hands.
She's just starting. She's just
Oh,
Thank God
that
he's
spot right there.
Thank God he's wearing underwear.
I'm not joking. Stop it. Dan, top 5 coaches with the most amount of pressure on them headed into the postseason. I just had chicken wings. I mean,
number 5, or do we have OLIs?
nope. Just 5, Dano.
number 5.
Kyle Shanahan. 1 seed in the NFC, has a bye week. If not now, when for Kyle Shanahan? Jesus, this hurts.
Number 4.
Nick Sirianni. Philadelphia is starting to turn on Sirianni, Dan. I have a question for you. What if Belichick calls the Eagles tomorrow morning, huh? What do?
Number 3.
Number 3 is Mike McDaniel. A lot of pressure, Dan. Now, got to win a playoff game. Been one of the best teams in the league the entire year. You have to finish it off with at least one playoff win. If not, Dan, you might be on the hot seat. And what if Belichick calls Stephen Ross in the morning?
Number 2.
Number 2, Mike McCarthy, Dan. Better win a playoff game or he's fired, and Belichick will take that job in a heartbeat.
We can see your underwear now.
Oh, yeah. Let me pull my pants up. Jesus, Genesis.
Thank God for boxers.
Yeah. Okay, start again.
Where
was I? Hold on. Hold on a second. Where did I leave off? Mike McCarthy?
No, yeah, number 1.
Number 1 is Mike Tomlin, Dan.
Really?
I makes the playoffs every year, winning season. How about you win more than one Super Bowl? How about that? Try that out.
That's shocking.
Yeah.
That's a truly
It's
shocking.
my list.
Yeah. All right, so is this top 5 coaches with the least pressure?
This is the top 5 coaches with the least amount of pressure headed into the playoffs.
I would think that Tomlin. I would be Tom.
Genesis.
It makes no sense.
How is Tomlin
Genesis.
number 1 on that list?
Genesis is number 5?
No. My underwear's showing again. All right. I got it, Dan. I'm ready.
Number 5.
Sean McVay. No pressure. Already said he's coming back. I mean, ow. Stop.
Number
Just lighter.
Number 4.
Oh, that's so good right there. Right there. Perfect.
That looks.
amount of
Please stop talking like
That
that.
is so good. That is the good stuff.
The angle is insane right now.
I don't even know who number 4 is. Kevin Stefanski.
She gets in there. No, that spot right there is magical. You got to
Stop
be
it,
careful.
Genesis. I swear to you. Genesis. I'm not going to tip you.
And there's a good spot.
Genesis.
There's a good
Dan's
spot
paying.
there. There's a good spot there. You've
Dan's
never
not gonna
tipped
tip you.
her. You've never tipped her.
You're right.
Is that a
The last time Genesis worked on me, which is why, and I'm not saying Genesis did this, by no means. But, Dan, that's the time I had thousands of dollars in my pocket and I lost them. Remember? I had a good gambling weekend.
And I'm not saying Genesis.
No, she didn't. She actually helped me look for it.
So who took it? Juju?
No, I did not say that.
Let's stop with that game.
I did not say that. Anyway, Kevin Stefanski.
Number 3.
Mike Tomlin.
I don't understand how he can be on both of these lists. It doesn't make any sense. Number 2. Did you forget that you put Mike Tomlin on both lists? Number 2.
I did not. I'm trying to think who number 2 is. I can't really read my own handwriting here. Genesis! Ah! Oh! I can't remember number 2. It says Ryan here, but I'm not sure. There is no Ryan. Who is this person? Oh, D'Amico Ryans! Yes! No pressure. Rookie quarterback. Made it to the playoffs, Dan. If the season stops this weekend, it's been a great season for them. No pressure on D'Amico Ryans.
Number 1.
Todd Bowles. No one cares about the Bucs. No one cares about Todd Bowles. He's just happy to be there.
It's true. It's everything he just said is true.
Thank you.
Look at this centaur running down the field.
What happened?
I mean, he just Josh Allen is
Josh
hard.
Allen.
He's hard to tackle.
I'm not feeling good about him getting sacked today.
Getting sacked again, right? They got him once.
Yeah, they got him once already.
Was it Wilkins?
No, it was Baker.
Wow. Ooh, that feels good. Right there. A little less pressure.
Number 5, we're doing top 5 quarterbacks now with the most pressure on them.
Yes, these are the top 5 quarterbacks, Stan, with the most pressure headed into the postseason.
You know what, Stugotz? I think I'm doing this wrong. I think we should probably go least pressure first.
Okay.
I think we should go least pressure first. So let's go with number 5, least pressure quarterback. Go ahead.
Number 5, the least amount of pressure headed into the postseason for quarterbacks. Number 5, Jared Goff. The Lions they're so miserable for so long, Dan, and he's just happy to be there. They're happy to be there. Ow!
Number 4.
C.J. Stroud. No pressure whatsoever. None. A rookie quarterback, Dan. They're just happy to be there. No one's getting fired. No one from that team is getting fired. This season was not supposed to happen, and it happened for the Texans. Genesis, you better lighten up.
That's a big first down right there. We're playing for the tie, though. We're playing for the tie.
We're not. Not all of us.
A Bills touchdown here
Is
gets
good.
us. Where are we? Number 3, Stugotz.
Joe Flacco.
That's crazy.
No pressure, and even if there was, he wouldn't feel it. I mean, oh, that's so good. Oh.
All right, these noises are getting odd.
Oh, Dallas Kincaid.
Number 2.
Baker Mayfield. Again, no one cares about the Bucs. No one cares about Bulls. No one thinks they should be in the postseason. And here they are, taking on the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. Zero pressure.
Mr. Guns,
Tons of pressure.
This is the best Tampa Bay Bucs analysis that there has been nationally. Like, no one cares. It doesn't matter. No one cares.
Yep.
No. It's such a rare thing to say about a playoff team. I suppose we could say it about the Steelers too, but we wouldn't dare, correct? Because they've got Tomlin and
I wouldn't dare say anything bad about Mike Tomlin. Are you kidding me? I mean, Dan, you do want a Bucs-Browns Super Bowl, though, right? I mean, imagine that. Oh,
is that our friend?
That's
Dallas
the move,
Kincaid
Dan. That's the
again?
move.
Oh, Dallas again? Ow.
And where are you? Number 2?
Number 1, Dan.
Number 1.
Least amount of pressure, Mason Rudolph. There's no pressure on that guy whatsoever. He's their third-string quarterback, and no one thought Mason Rudolph would ever play again. Ow! We might have a Rudolph-Myles Garrett situation. Wow, there are so many great matchups potentially in the postseason here. Anyway, you remember that whole deal with Rudolph and Myles Garrett,
Yes,
right?
I
Dan?
do. Thank you,
I didn't want to talk about it then. I don't want to talk about it now.
Whatever happened to that?
I don't know.
Cannonball!
Ow. You know that's the spot, right? You know that, right? You know that's why you keep going to it? Is that why you keep going to it, Genesis? Yeah. Okay. I love you, by the way. Big tip.
Number 5, quarterbacks with the most pressure on them. Number 5.
The most pressure.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay. Top 5 quarterbacks with the most amount of pressure. You just said that, Dan. Steve Martin. Number 5, Patrick Mahomes.
Really?
Do it on the road. I mean, first do it at home and then go on the road and win a couple. How about that?
Really?
Yep. Dan, listen, sometimes teams go in. Brady, he's done it. Rodgers, he's done it. You know, Rodgers went in as a wild card, 9-7, 3 road games, wins the Super Bowl. Sometimes, if you're one of the all-time greats, you want to be considered the all-time great, you'll take a team that's a little bit off, not as good as it used to be, and you'll put them on your back, and you'll go win a couple of road games, make it to a Super Bowl. How about that?
Number 4.
Deshaun Watson.
Really?
Oh, the pressure. He is so rooting against Joe Flacco and Baker Mayfield. The pressure is enormous on Deshaun Watson, who will not play a snap in the postseason.
Right. He's so right. If Joe Flacco can do it and he hasn't done it in a year and a half, pressure.
Thank you, Tony.
Number 3.
Brock Purdy, blah, blah, blah.
My bad.
Do it in the postseason. Seriously, I'm tired of him. Ow. Ow! That's
the spot.
Yes.
That's it right there.
Yes.
It's so close to being the other spot. Yes. It's number. Wait, hold on.
Oh, whoa.
His breathing. Yeah, his breathing is.
Very close.
Yeah, sensual and
Oh, whoa.
Sorry.
Disturbingly sensual.
Sorry for that. This is. What are you doing?
That was your happy spot right there.
It's not happy.
Nah,
There's nothing
before,
happy
though.
about it. It's unhappy. Anyway, number 2.
Yep.
Dak Prescott. Got to win, Dan. He's got to win. He does. I mean, listen, Dak Prescott, if he does not win a game here, I'm not certain he'll be the Cowboys quarterback next year. In fact, that's BS because he will, because they paid him $270-some-odd million or whatever the hell they paid him. But Mike McCarthy will be out. And what did Bill Belichick calls?
Number 1.
Lamar Jackson.
Really?
Yes. He has the most amount of pressure of any quarterback in the NFL heading into the postseason by far. If you want to be considered elite, and trust me, I'm saying this because I like Lamar. Lamar, when we discuss elite quarterbacks on this show, I want to discuss you. I want you to be in that conversation. But I'll tell you what, no one is in the conversation that doesn't have a ring, and that includes you. 1 seed, bye week, 2 home games, get to a Super Bowl. Show me that you're elite.
The play that was
Genesis
that just happened. Thank you, Stugotz.
Big 3rd and long right here.
This is a big 3rd and long.
Thank you, Genesis. You can stop now.
No, need a touchdown.
We do need a touchdown
for the tie.
Hit his ass.
Let's go! We got his ass! Did Wilkins just take the ball?
It looks like he lost the ball, too.
Wilkins just took the ball.
I need a belt.
Wilkins just
got it.
Man, this is a Josh Allen game.
Let's go!
He's having one of
Guys,
those Josh Allen games.
We just hit. Was that? Wait, who was that?
That was it was
Yeah,
Wilkins.
it was Wilkins. That's over the quarter sack that he needs for the game. That's going to be a big prize.
He got 4 quarters on that sack.
We are going to give away. I have a winner already. At Cody Huey 80 has just won Jeremy's lampshade that he wore.
Game worn.
In the bucket
That
of
was
death.
an amazing play. That was an amazing play by a
Cody.
300-pound person.
Oh,
Are you?
Oh,
my God.
Christian
with
Wilkins.
his right,
Just took that
and then
ball away
took
from
it
him.
with his left.
Get yourself paid.
What did you just do there?
He's got to get paid this offseason. So
Did
things
you just
like that.
did you
will
just
get
hit him
paid.
with a yourself?
Get yourself paid, man.
Well, we don't want him. to.
Yes, the
Paid,
answer is
right?
yes there.
If he gets himself
I
paid,
wanna-
then we start
Did
losing.
he just
No, I wanna
say
players.
yourself?
Yes, he said
Put it on the
yourself.
poll.
Oh, let's go.
Ooh, that was a hit. Let's keep Tyreek Hill healthy if we can today.
Yeah,
a
sounds like
good bit of advice. That Christian Wilkins play That's unusually graceful for a man that size. We go to Greg Cody at Hard Rock Stadium, where it's clearly going crazy. You can hear how crazy the crowd is. An electric Miami.
Let's wake him up, guys.
Again, I don't understand why it is that he isn't ready with the lights going off before I'm ready.
You do a lot of complaining, you know that?
Give us, what are you drinking there? You're still drinking that? You're still drinking that grasshopper margarita?
No, it's grapefruit juice.
Oh,
wait a second. I'm working. I'm on the job here.
How do you like it? It's good, right? It's good.
It's a little spicy.
Yeah, it's good. It is.
Yeah, it's a little spicy.
It's spicy in all the right places.
You get that right.
Stugotz almost got a little spicy in the right place there, back there. I saw that you were enjoying
It's
something.
supposed to feel good, isn't it?
Yeah, but there was something back there that did feel good one time. I saw something. Something in the spicy zone that felt good that one time. I saw that Stugotz. That was a region.
You saw correctly.
That's a region that's atrophied some over the years. It's gathered some dust and some cobwebs.
And you ruined my Sunday nights.
Well, how's your uncle?
Couldn't do this on a Saturday.
I don't understand why the saying for that is a little how's your uncle. It's one of the strangest sayings. It's one of the I don't understand. I know. I don't understand why or who put together the sequence of thoughts and words that perhaps a finger or a thumb somewhere in your nether regions aggressively is a question that would be translated to a little, how's your uncle?
I might have to take a day off.
I need to understand what the origins of all of this are.
Of your uncle?
Yes. Greg Cody, do you know the origins of a little how's your uncle? Do you know anything about what it is, the expression that we're using?
You know what? This is the first time I'm hearing of it. I've never heard that expression to suggest that. No, I've never heard of that before.
Jeremy's implying that originally it was a Bob's your uncle, but we've kind of turned it into how's your.
The only thing when you look up how's your uncle on Google is the Le Batard Show Reddit saying, hey,
It's
how's
ours.
your uncle?
Hell yeah.
But Wikipedia has Bob's your uncle, and it says it's a phrase used in the UK primarily, and it means, and there it is, or and there you have it,
Well,
or
and there
it's
it
done.
is, and there it is.
There you have it.
He's right on that.
What are you writing right now?
Give us a look at your notes, Greg Cody. Take us inside how it is the Miami Herald column. Just read right
what
now.
What did you just write?
What did you just write down? What was just written
I
down?
want all his notes.
I made a note of Christian Wilkins, of all people, having that sack.
Good play,
in the
Christian
strip,
Wilkins.
because I'm happy for him. He should have made the Pro Bowl. He was not selected. That was a huge disappointment within the team. And so for him to make that huge play and protect the lead was just a nice thing. It's fun. It was good.
Is nobody with me that we're flipping on this? Bring Buffalo back here next season. I mean, next year. Oh, my God. Next week.
Yeah.
We got this. You can see how confident I am. Does anyone, am I the, like, honestly, the tie thing was fun. Is anybody else feeling me on bring the Bills back here? next
Absolutely.
week?
Oh, no, bring them on back. Bring them on back.
That was if it was between that or the Chiefs on the road, I don't see how there was ever a question. It absolutely should have been from the beginning. Beat the Bills and then bring them back here.
I'd want to play the Chiefs.
Andrew Van Ginkel is listed as out. He's done for the rest of the game.
Damn it. That's such a great shirt.
McDaniel's doing everything. Like, how many guys do I have to take out for you to score?
This was a catch. Did that ball hit the ground,
That hit
Billy?
the ground, yeah. That doesn't look like a catch. I have, by the way, Dan, we switched quarters, so we have the third quarter prize, and this one is a big one. Do you want to know what it is?
Well, you promised that we would escalate and
to a car.
Yes.
No, that one hasn't gotten approved yet. That's still illegal. Okay. I do actually have a big prize here that I want to give away, but I'm nervous about just giving it away because I don't know that I have the authority to give it away. We have to. But it's going to be our fourth quarter prize, I think, and I'll deal with the ramifications. It's a big deal. Celebrity prize, if you will. Anyways, the winner of the third quarter wins Pride of a Lion, potentially autographed by Greg Cody, and that's going to go to @CR783354002. That's the Twitter handle. And if you guys want to win, right here, you subscribe here, down here at this QR code. Subscribe to God Bless Football. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Take a picture of both of those. Tweet it at me. And then you're entered for a chance to win. We still have 4 more prop bets that you could win. We have a fourth quarter prize that you could win. Lots of prizes still to be given away. Early day today, Dan. I don't know what that means.
What was that? Okay, everyone's getting tired. Everyone's falling apart a little bit. Greg, Cody, we are about to be infringing on your real column time and your real job. We can't keep coming to this press box with you.
Is this the part of the game, Greg, where you write one column if the Dolphins win, one if they lose?
I already got that going, baby.
All right.
Can we read from both of those?
Can you read a couple of paragraphs?
No, I'd rather not.
This is how we're going to draw attention to it. We want people
proprietary
after this
information.
Game, we want people to go to his column.
Listen, if you would, Greg, it doesn't have to be your best paragraph.
No, I won't do that. No.
Sounds like he's got nothing written.
Okay, at this rate, I won't.
All right, all right. Well, perhaps we will. Perhaps you will give us one.
Did he just laugh at his own joke?
Yes, of
There's
course.
nobody in the room, and he looked up.
I
At
mean,
the screen of him.
It's the fourth quarter now, guys. I need to sort of concentrate.
You need to work.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll let you go then. You need to concentrate on your column. We'll come back if it's okay one more time at a time that will be really bothering you and getting in the way of your work, and then we will let you go. Okay.
Great. Sounds like a plan.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
I'd like to hear you read one sentence from
No,
your
that's not going to
column
happen.
Yes, you mentioned that. So Chris Whittingham is joining us, not from a bathtub, not paying any of his owed penalties, from the height of broadcasting stardom, wherever it is that he resides in the football universe.
Well, hold on a second. I rule with an iron fist. Go to the bathtub right now.
Yeah, get in a bathtub.
Just get this done. Just go to the bathroom and get this done. You're clearly in a hotel.
There's no bathtub.
Well, then
there's
go
no
in the
bathtub.
shower.
I'm in a hotel room that only has a shower.
Go in the shower.
So
Turn
if you
on
want
the
me to
shower.
sit in the shower, I can do.
Go sit.
But
Crisscross applesauce.
Turn
in
the
the
water
shower.
on.
Then he can't watch the game.
Crisscross applesauce in the shower, please, and thank
it gets really complicated, lads. I don't know if I can do
He's
this.
back.
I
back.
miss that guy.
Apologize him after Kachuk.
Even when he says no, he makes me smile. I mean, it's amazing.
I mean, I can figure out some kind of concoction, but yeah, it would be uncomfortable. For
Woody,
you.
are you on Team Ty or are you rooting for the Dolphins here?
I'm rooting for the Dolphins here. I think that first off, going for a tie is very implausible. First off, actually, second off, let's call it a draw. It's a draw.
It's not.
And so I want
Never mind, I
I want the
don't miss him.
Dolphins.
Just playing the hits.
I want the Dolphins to not end in a draw. Let's go win a game. Let's go beat Buffalo a second time. Wouldn't that be more fun?
Yes.
Yeah, why are you rooting? Oh, let's go face Mason Rudolph in the playoffs. The Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 24 years. Do you want it to be against Mason Rudolph or do you want it to be against Josh Allen, your divisional foe?
You want to win.
Let's go win a game.
wanna
Let's
get
have some
Rudolph.
fun.
Right, you win against Mason Rudolph, though.
I'm not so certain you would. I mean, the Steelers have been pretty good. That's a game where the Dolphins would be favored by like 5.5 points, and you'd take the Steelers because the Mike Tomlin voodoo is always looming.
That's what you're
He's
doing
always got-
tonight? What kind of asshole are you? That's what you're doing tonight.
Go to the shower.
This is what you're doing right now?
Dan, they were outgained for 11 games this year, and we're like 7-4 after it. It was ridiculous. Like there is no explanation for what the Pittsburgh Steelers do. So yes, I credit the coach. They've done it for 17 straight years with that guy.
I will not have you in this Dolphin season come on here. I will not have you with your radiant face, happy to be away from our stresses. Like, look at you, just glowing.
His skin looks amazing.
It's a ring light. Don't let him fool you.
Unbelievable. And you come on here throwing that Pittsburgh Steelers voodoo into our little party. Fuck you, Whittingham. Let me be as clear as I can about this. Like, what's the matter with you?
If you don't think that I feel the glow from the Stamford, Connecticut Residence Inn, then you are sorely mistaken. This is a beautiful hotel.
Look at you.
I've been to
of
Stanford. That is a sad
It's
place.
terrible, and that is the height of your profession. This is stardom and radiance. The Stanford. Do you have a suite? Do you have a little area with a kitchen or anything?
After a year's worth of traveling, I do have Bonvoy Platinum Elite status, so I am enjoying the slightly bigger room that you enjoy as a result.
You want to show us around? You want to show us around a little bit?
I mean, it's a Residence Inn. There's a kitchen over here.
Are you
there's the
facing the
nice
courtyard,
kitchen.
though?
I
Because
can't
that's
show
a
the
dangerous
kitchen.
Ooh,
game.
alarm
Yeah.
clock. You got an alarm clock over there? Nice.
Yeah, the classic iHome over there.
Nice.
I've seen many iHomes. iHomes aren't made anymore. They only exist in hotels. It's kind of like the Mormon Bible. They only exist in hotels. And then here's like my sad workspace too.
I love it.
You know, yeah.
How many
I
times?
literally have a view of nothing. I have a view of a wall. That's all I got.
It's not light enough outside for us to see just how depressing your view is.
I will
correct?
say this, though.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
been
think,
dark since 3:45.
I think
Oh boy, this is not good.
Yeah, this is not good.
Woody, I think you'll back me up, right? Great snacks at that hotel, though, right? Like
Great
in the
snacks,
lobby.
great snacks.
Great
Love going
selection.
downstairs.
Yes.
Getting the not the big size, not the small size, the medium size can of Pringles.
Yeah.
It really soothes you as you watch the Dolphins concede a very long touchdown.
Witty,
Oh,
I've got
no,
a.
he's ahead of us.
Spoiler
He's
alert.
ahead of us.
Whoa!
Oh,
How far ahead? How many people are going to ruin this?
Well, go away.
Wait a minute. On a punt return? We got a tie game.
Yes,
We got
it's a
tie.
tie.
Game.
Yes.
We got a tie game.
Not good.
Yes.
This is great.
A punt return for a touchdown. Why is Whittingham so far ahead of us?
It's almost like the Dolphins let the Bills score on purpose because they're looking for a tie.
Maybe they do want to tie.
Great coaching. Great coaching in that spot. That's exactly how you disguise it. You allow it on a punt return.
It's genius.
All right, we got to go back out there. That was big. Wake him up.
Uh-oh. He doesn't want to be bothered anymore. Now it's getting tense because he didn't need that as a
focus.
result. He needs something that happens.
You can see him mother effing.
No, he's pissed.
Can we bother?
Yes.
Are we bothering you right now?
Turn on your microphone, Greg.
My microphone's on.
Okay.
When my microphone is on, you
Oh, the
guys have to come
frustration.
to me. I mean, don't tell me to turn my.
All right,
you told me to leave my microphone on. I did. So don't tell me turn your microphone on when it's on.
Paint the scene.
The paint the scene is I got to go to work. Good night.
It was bound to happen. You can feel it.
Oh my god.
Not happy.
That's why we did it right there for that moment.
We got the payoff. It's why we sent him out there. It's why we did the TV. Look at him. Keep him the rest of the time.
Put him in the bottom
Put
right,
him
guys.
in the picture.
Dave Hyde
picture.
is already done with both columns.
Put him in the picture in picture, and he will just be steaming the rest of the broadcast. He is going to be pissed. He's going to drive home pissed. He's going to be mad at us.
It does seem like he's actually working right now.
No, of course he's working, and he's rabidly angry at us.
Seems like he's working.
I have an uncomfortable question for you guys. So they showed Damar Hamlin celebrating that return for a touchdown. Someone's had the conversation, right? Like, next year we can cut him, right? Like, that conversation's happened.
It's a good thing you're whispering.
What a great.
We have to whisper.
Like, someone's at, like, next year's.
He's got to get the UD
There is
treatment.
time, right?
Where he's like a coaching staff guy.
We bring in Dominique Foxworth with the easy questions. We like to bring him around when things get interesting.
You would agree, though. I disagree with Billy, and Dan, I think you would agree with me. They will never cut Damar Hamlin.
I didn't say that
Never.
they would or should.
Never.
I said someone in the building has asked the question next year. we can
Dominique,
cut him,
the
right?
question that Billy is asking is just, has anybody whispered it in the facility? How do we do this if we have to do this one day?
Billy is amazing. That's all. I mean, just the mind of Billy Gill that comes up with such a diabolical question in the middle of what should be a celebration. The score is tied, guys.
Yep.
That's what you want, right? That's what you're looking for.
Yep.
A chance to go against the Steelers, and Billy brings us to the sad reality of dealing with Damar Hamlin. I mean, yeah, make him a coach, something. I don't know. They won't even put him on the field, so it's pretty unfortunate. Let's just celebrate. He's alive. It's a win. Doesn't matter what happens from here, right?
Dom, the Dolphins are getting the Josh Allen game you got to get. They're getting the game with the turnover.
But you know what? You're not going to get it twice in a row. So y'all better buckle down, play some defense to get this tie. You don't want Josh to come to your city twice in a row.
Would you rather go to Kansas City than play Josh again?
Thinking about it. I love it. How could you guys be on your most recent NFL run. Last year, you don't have a quarterback that's any good to play in that game that's healthy. And then this year, you're in the lose-lose scenario of going to play Patrick Mahomes or welcoming in angry Josh Allen week after week.
Or
Let's
Mason
just talk
Rudolph
about how
with a
cursed Miami
tie.
football is. Yeah, the tie is so unlikely, but I'm rooting for you guys.
It would be funny if we were watching this game and it ended in a tie. That's if we were rooting the entire game for it to end in a tie. Another Dolphin
Draw
being
if it
carted
ended
off.
in a draw.
Oh, shut up.
Shut up.
Take a shower.
I'm so glad he's here. Someone else to be told to shut up.
You shut up too, Jeremy.
Thanks, Tony.
Dominique, what are your thoughts on what you've seen so far?
I've been working. I haven't seen that much of it, but so far, I think that I hate the Jaguars for making this game somewhat irrelevant. Like, I was excited about an early, playoff game, and now I don't really know who's trying to do what, who wants to go where. It's just a weird game, thanks to your buddies in Jacksonville not taking care of business against the flipping Titans.
When's the last time you saw something the way that the Philadelphia Eagles look here at the end, where the wheels fall off that kind of completely?
Last year, every year, because as you like to say, football happens. People break. Every time we watch football at the end of the year, there's some team that we expect to be much better than they are, and they're not healthy. They're not right. They completely fall apart. The issue with the Eagles at this point, to me at least, is that they built their defense around a dominant defensive line, and they're not getting the sacks that they've grown accustomed to. And if you're not getting sacks, then drives are continued, and then you're exposing the secondary and the linebackers, which aren't good and got worse after last season. And the corners got a little older. It's not a fun situation down there in Philadelphia.
Whitty, how do you feel about Dominique coming in here and just bumping you and your radiant Sanford, Connecticut face out of here? How do you feel about what just happened there? It seems
I had a minute and 17 seconds of gameplay before we got to the analysis of Dominique Foxworth, which is inarguably better content than whatever I can provide. Realistically,
your content is
sitting
great.
here in this chair. I'm sitting in this chair, and I'm enjoying the game as I would otherwise.
It doesn't matter what you say, as long as that count from Sesame Street Widow's Peak is shining through. Everything that you say is golden. I appreciate it. It's beautiful. It's so sharp.
Actually,
you shape that up? You get a white shape up?
Actually,
no. This is au naturel.
No, that's not a white shape up. Oh, that's beautiful, man. What a hairline! I wish I had a hairline.
Barber asked for a shape up. That'd be ridiculous.
I assume that you got a shape up. Look how sharp that is. I could.
It is pretty
cut
sharp.
Butter with that peak.
Whitty, it's pretty sharp. You know what Whitty could also do? Whitty, I don't know. When's the last time you did football? When you play-by-play on football?
Like call the game. I did an FIU game in 2015. I was filling in on radio. I was like 8 years ago I did that.
Because you could do this right now for us, right? We tried some play-by-play earlier, and we were truly terrible at it.
That's a major fine.
He's also like 10 seconds ahead of us.
Yeah, that sounds illegal.
You definitely cannot be calling the game.
I'm saying
someone pays a lot of money for that.
Like a play in the past.
One coded play, yes. That's definitely illegal. But going to Greg Cody in the Hard Rock press box throughout the game and having it play behind him is not. I thought we were doing illegal things here on this stream.
Oh, y'all try to get me to sign off, huh? That's what's happening. Okay, y'all want me to hang up, huh?
We're trying to
see what we
frame
doing now.
Let's mess with my dad here again. Let's fly. Hey guys, try to wake him up.
No.
Leave him alone. You leave him alone.
He's going to murder you.
How's the matter with you?
You got to leave him alone. You got
Shoot us away.
He will listen. We've got to stop blinking the lights in that room. And look,
he's confused.
You can't disrespect his paid profession. You don't understand what this badgering is on deadline for an old man in a tie game at the end.
But
the column could go either way.
Is he writing 3 columns? The win, loss, and tie? I mean, wow.
I would like to point out that Greg Cody, who writes columns where he is critical of guys not being successful in high pressure moments with other men who are 250 pounds and muscular trying to tackle him, is somehow thrown off by a little light flicker? What a softie. Like, seriously, we're asking you to write? I can write. I know how to write. You flicker the lights. That's going to get tough. Now send a pass rush at him. See if he can write a column with a pass rush. And then I have a newfound respect for Greg Cody and all of you. Frankly, you guys sound tired. This in the fourth quarter. Pump up the energy. You want to win or you want to lose? You want to win or you want McAfee to take all your money? What's going on?
We made it abundantly clear.
You want a tie.
Tie.
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about from a podcast standpoint, not the Dolphins. Come on.
We'll take a tie there.
You want to so you want to tie all the other podcasts? You want to tie Shannon Sharp? He had Cat Williams tear down the entire industry, and you guys are out here with Greg Cody and flickering lights, tying up in some Ultimate Warrior sunglasses. Those sunglasses are so racist.
Chris, you said your sunglasses are racist. Did you?
Yeah.
They're dolphin sunglasses.
Yeah, whatever. Those frames are shipping migrants all across the country. Those frames.
Those frames celebrated yesterday, a national holiday.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh
All right,
yeah.
take
Them
them
frames was smiling yesterday.
They're gone in the garbage.
Oh no! Don't throw them away.
That costs money.
Give them away as a prize.
Yeah, that's gonna
Chris is
sign those.
That back row hat. Oh no, we lost you. That hat. Can we please get the glasses and the hat on the same person? Please do that for me.
With the mustache.
Do it for me.
Oh, with the mustache.
Dominique, I'm a Texan now. That's
really
why.
want just throw them on.
Oh my God.
Isn't that guy on McAfee's show?
They got a lot of
Roy,
guys in
get out of
cowboy
there,
hats.
Roy. Get out of there, Roy. It's not safe for you in there anymore, buddy. Oh. Send in the National Guard. Actually, they won't help. I'm not sending the National Guard.
That Cat Williams interview, Dominique, has been seen by 26 million people as he tore down the entire, well, not the entire industry. The black part of comedy is what he went after, and you do not see interviews like that very often. Or by the way, the guy's got the credentials that everyone's afraid to come back at him because he's done the entire comedy grind in a way that people are like, yeah, he's probably telling the truth about everything. Like, that ain't all crazy talk.
Yeah, and also like the risk reward going after Cat Williams, he seems as if he is not afraid. It's not a physical fight, but if you get into a physical fight with someone and they start punching themselves first, that's not somebody who you really want to deal with. And Cat Williams seems like he could care less what happens to him, and he will burn everything down. So yeah, I wouldn't mess with him either. But he was incredibly funny while being incredibly destructive. It's a skill that I don't know very many people have.
Dominique, did you see him run the 4.47 in the basketball gym?
Please stop it.
Come on now.
It's not a 40.
Come on, that's 4.4 speed. That's 4.4 speed.
Of all the ridiculous things that he said, there is nothing more ridiculous than that man saying that he could run a 4.1 40. He said he told Shannon, go outside right now and I can run a sub 4.3, maybe 4.1. And then he went and ran 30 yards for 4.47, which I think translates to like a 5 flat maybe.
This Dallas Kincaid. Jeez, good.
Whittingham, we have talked before about you are a scarred Dolphin fan. All you have seen your entire life as a Dolphin fan is losing this game, losing every December, losing every single game that matters. And now what's happening in this game is exactly what Dolphin fans would fear the most, where now here come the Bills again driving down the field and the game is tied and there are 9 minutes left and you need Josh Allen to screw it up.
Yeah, and he certainly has complied with the need to screw up throughout this evening. So maybe there is one more screw up yet. Although, no, there will not.
Oh,
but yeah, I think that.
Can we hang up?
Is that a foreshadowing? What happened there?
Stop this already.
Something bad happens to the Dolphins.
Listen, lads, I think this is a you problem. Dominique and I are watching at around the same time, and maybe you guys have like a feed that's behind. But I'm watching on
we chose
hotel
that.
cable.
No, we chose that.
Like,
it's not your fault. It's our fault.
Oh, interception. Oh, we're going the other way.
Don't you dare do that to me.
You
are such a liar.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it. That's unkind. That is unkind. I don't love that at all.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
Gosh.
Oh, such a good pass.
This is setting up nicely for a rushing touchdown.
Wait till the next play, but wait till the next play. It turns around on the next one.
What a weird way to watch this game.
I don't like this at all.
A slight step forward on the previous play.
Why did I take those glasses off? Give me those glasses.
These are
giving them away
now,
though. Yeah, we're giving them.
I need them though right now.
These are a prize.
No, why do you need the glasses for?
He needs them because he's superstitious.
Let's do an examination of the sunglasses. The sunglasses in the studio. Why?
It's the Dolphins sunglasses. It means
Ooh,
I'm
Chris,
intense.
Chris, I have a question for you. If those sunglasses were in fact racist, but you wearing them and being a racist allowed the Dolphins to win, would you in fact do it?
There's Billy. Great question, Billy.
You've been boxed in.
How far are they going in the playoffs?
And also, you don't need clarification for how racist the sunglasses are?
Am I a racist
Also-
or just the sunglasses?
Well, it's
by
like a
extension.
magic article of clothing. It
You're
turns you
absorbing,
into.
the racism. Yeah, you're becoming a racist when you wear them.
And we get to the Super Bowl or win it?
You get.
You tell us,
All right.
Chris.
I'm good. Hey guys, it's been fun.
we've just-
I no
we've
longer
just learned
support
that-
I
this.
choose no racism.
Bye guys.
See you later.
Oh no!
Damn it, Dallas
Touchdown.
again.
It's not Dallas.
It's oh my God.
Oh, that was Knox.
They're
Yeah,
both
these
they're
tight
both
ends.
named Dalton, by the way.
That was Knox, Dallas.
Whittingham, your thoughts on Cat Williams?
Knox is Dawson, by the way. By the way, I've seen about like 21 clips of that Cat Williams interview on TikTok. I'm a big TikTok guy.
Same.
And my biggest takeaway was Shannon Sharp saying after the interview, either in a post-mortem or in a subsequent podcast, where he walked in and he like gets on the microphone and goes, "Woo, I didn't know that was coming." And it's like, how did you not know? But apparently, like, Cat Williams did like a whole podcast before they did a 2-hour and 46-minute podcast.
He said he went for like 30
apparently had
minutes.
done a whole private show. It's like Stugotz in the pre-show meeting, and then going out there and giving a 2-hour and 46-minute performance. Extraordinary stuff from him.
I'm back. I want the tie again.
Well,
You can take the glasses off, by the way. They don't work.
That's true.
The Dolphins
That's
are
true.
losing now.
Yeah. Glasses are off forever.
now you were racist for nothing.
It was a great question.
To no end.
For no good reason. There could have been.
There never is a good reason.
Well,
if we're gonna be fair.
well,
To be racist, yeah.
Evidently, there was the question. What the follow-up
The question was,
was
are the glasses racist?
No, but
I was never racist.
no, that was part of the deal when you put them on.
the question that was your follow-up is how far are they going in the playoffs?
It was the right follow-up.
That was comedy. Let's go back
You
to my
can
dad.
still answer the question.
No,
your
we
dad
gotta
alone.
leave your
Please leave your dad alone.
Let's go flash him,
alone.
guys.
No.
No, don't flash him. Don't flash
Come on,
him.
flash him, guys.
Do it, do it,
No,
do it,
don't.
do it.
He's
Not
pecking
flash
away right
him.
now.
I
Flash
beg
him.
you not
Do
to
it.
flash.
Flash him, guys.
He's gonna lose it.
Don't. He's gonna get so mad if that light flashes right now.
Wow. We got a
He's-
no
he's
from the high
stressed.
ups.
Oh no, he's stressed. Yeah.
No, he's legitimately stressed. If we do it again to him, he won't work for us anymore.
Well, he thought it was going to be a tie, so he was writing his column for that. But now it's starting to look the other way.
No, but if they score,
Man,
it's a tie
the
again.
game behind him has been ready for a kickoff for about a half hour straight.
So Whittingham, this has now gone just about exactly the way your entire childhood went. This is now. I don't know how much confidence people have in the Dolphins in these kinds of situations. I don't know because you're bringing 20 years, 25 years of doubt, and this is a different team, and it's supposed to be a different December. But here it is all laid out for you, a season of great expectations, Stugotz, and there are many easier paths than having to face this Buffalo team twice.
Like Kansas City.
Buffalo's tough, man. And here you are in a situation like all the other situations. You feel like this is redundant or what? Your Dolphin fandom is on display here.
They just came back against the Cowboys like 2 weeks ago, who were the best team in the NFL at the time. So like, have faith in your team.
There's
man.
plenty of time.
Right.
You keep saying that. You keep saying
They
that
were.
Dallas
At the
Cowboys,
time, they were the best
not.
team in the NFL.
They were not the best team in the NFL.
They were. I mean,
Many people were.
It's
saying
always
that.
San
Many people were
Francisco and
saying-
Baltimore.
no.
That's it. Is not
no,
always
no,
San
no,
Francisco,
no,
Baltimore.
no.
They beat the Cowboys late in the game. They did. They had a drive. I do not think of the Dolphins and Tua as being a team that in this situation often comes back to win enormous football games. I don't mean it as any indictment of anybody. There just haven't been a lot of opportunities to win this kind of football game. So here's the opportunity. There are 7 minutes left. You have 157 yards passing on the day. You're 14 of 20. They've limited your offense. Josh Allen has thrown for 350 yards, Stugotz. He's got the 3 turnovers, but the Bills are moving the football up and down the field. And once again, here we are, the Miami Dolphins in the season of great expectations. And when they play the good defenses, they can't get to more than 3 touchdowns. It's 19 points. It's 20 points. It's 21 points. They've got a historic offense right up until they play the good defenses. Well, here it is. Here it is for you. Don't throw an interception. Go down the field. Put together a drive. You had the ball the last time at 14-14. What'd you do? 3 and out? Did you go 3rd and 9 and 3 and out? And you didn't do anything. Here's the game. Here's the season. Here's the things that you want with the pressure of situations on the quarterback. Do you want to lose this football game to remind Buffalo and Josh Allen they don't even have to leave the city? They can just stay here all week and they'll kick your ass again next week.
Well,
if they win, then they play
win.
at home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they have to come back here.
That means they would have lost.
There's bad energy right now.
Dolphins are winning this game, guys. It's going to be fine. Actually, sorry, no, they're tying this game.
If he goes for 2.
That would be crazy.
Would you?
To answer your
for 2?
question, Dan, I'm scared.
Well, you also know what happened already.
Well, now I know what happened.
Are you still
He
scared?
saw the 3rd and 5 play.
Did we convert?
He saw it.
Still scared?
Yeah, I'm still scared.
What was
Oh,
was the score when you joined, Whitty?
It's 14-7 to the
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I kind of wish you guys.
See you later.
You don't got to
Whitty.
go home, but
See you later,
yeah.
Whitty. Get out of here.
Can't stay here.
No,
we love
you're
you.
gonna have to
Love
leave.
you, lad.
But
You got to do the show from the bathtub at some point, Whittingham. I don't care how famous you are.
Will do, even though I'm never home.
Is there a stove in your room?
Ouch.
Yes, actually, there is a stove.
set that
good.
thing.
Set it up.
It's getting set.
Stugotz.
Got to wake up before the residents and breakfast
Did
ends.
that
you
ball
know?
just go through Tyreek Hill's hands?
Yep.
Sorta. It was low.
No, you got to catch
Gotta
it.
catch it. All right, Whitty, get the hell out of here. Get Whitty
Yeah,
out of
just
here.
hang up on him. You're in
I
charge.
mean, you guys asked me if I.
So much power. All right, checking flights for Kansas City. What do we got
Love you,
here?
Whitty.
Oh, that's going to be fun, right?
You're going to Kansas City?
I am gonna go. Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Are you paying for that? Or?
Yeah. I mean, unless Metalog wants to. I have a thing with a couple friends. We're gonna go every year to the first road playoff game for the Dolphins. Since we went last year to the Bills,
So it'll always be on the road.
Well, no, like the first game could be the AFC Championship game. I was hoping that would be the case this year, but it's looking like round 1.
You guys are doing that already?
I'm looking.
They're
at
going to
flights.
tie.
This is really falling apart. When you're just squeaking,
Dolphins season of the show.
When you're squeaking out, they're gonna tie at the end as a rallying cry, as a rallying.
We wanted
cry.
a tie from the beginning,
Yeah, this is
Dan.
what
We have
we
not
wanted.
wavered.
Exactly.
Well, this isn't the way to do it, though. Them
let it play out first,
Them
Dan.
having the ball, that Buffalo having the ball.
So get a stop, then a long drive. You score as the clock expires. You
Allen
kick the extra point. You go to overtime.
Allen having the ball might be their best chance to score.
It's also true.
Oh, boy.
James
Nervous?
Cook just broke someone's ankles.
He just stopped in the middle of the field.
Somebody just flew by him. I don't know who it was.
Who is Long Jr.?
He's been a good linebacker for us this year. Actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That looked like us trying to tackle him.
They're just gonna do these intermediate passes here.
That's what they do, Dan.
Dink and doink.
I mean, they can keep the ball for a while.
Is it dink and dunk or dink and
I'm
doink?
not sure. I'm tired.
It's dunk.
Think and dunk.
That's okay.
Running out of gas as a show. We should see what this looks like tomorrow. I'm sure it'll look a lot better tomorrow.
Got to be back.
Let's all go home, sleep for 4 hours, and do it again.
4.
Let's come right back here.
Fangs.
Has Fangs worked
He
out?
should be
or-
standing up. I'm telling you.
I'm
He
switching
was-
the direction of my
Should be on the-
ties, just so you guys know. Trying to change the juju here.
Yeah.
Should be on the field.
Another blame on Juju. Jeez.
Does Josh Allen throw for 350 yards every time he faces a Fangs defense? It's every time, right? You guys,
I swear I didn't hear from Fangs all season, and this week, bunch of press conferences.
you guys told me everything was going to be different with Fangs.
The defense did kind of get better throughout the year. I mean, it hurts when you lose every good defender.
See him against Dallas.
It's a pass rush league, Danny. You can't.
Can we
lose
try to
your
wake
top
my
two
dad
guys.
again just for a laugh? I need to laugh.
No, he's not going to
man.
find it funny. I'm scared of him.
Wow, the
look,
stadium
yeah,
emptied out.
People have left.
Wow.
That's not a good sign.
Typical Miami.
Come on, guys,
fan.
just flash. He'll just wave us off. It'll be a good laugh. Come on, let's just do
Tackle!
it. Come on, flash him. There you go. Look,
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Chris, make sure his mic is on.
He looked at the mic debating it.
All right, don't do
That,
it.
I
Don't-
loved that like
don't-
3
don't-
seconds.
don't-
He was just
all
like,
right. All right, just leave him alone. You
right,
guys,
yeah.
guys, get
I know that look. The hand
turn
on the
yes,
forehead.
turn the
yes.
cameras
alone.
off. Just leave him alone. We are not going back there again. He is enraged. He's got a job to do. And what you don't want in this situation, if you're Greg Cody, is another change in this game.
That's Leonard Fournette.
Again,
We've done this 3 times.
We've done
already.
this already. Yeah.
Playoff
He'll catch
Lenny.
up. He'll
Steve
catch up.
Martin.
Dan, I
That's what
promise
you
he's
meant by
gonna catch up.
playoff Lenny.
I don't think he got that. Oh, he almost lost that ball.
Allen only had 320 in the first
Eli
game.
Apple pointing down at the ball.
Greg wants the game to end right now, right?
Well, he doesn't want
21-14, he's happy?
He doesn't want another lead
He,
change.
he does not want another dramatic thing
But he is a
to
homer.
happen. No, not that much of a homer. He doesn't want the Dolphins. He
wants to go homer.
He now officially wants the Dolphins to lose the game. He does not want them coming back
He
and
wants to go
him
homer.
having to rewrite the entire column. No, he'd like it to be over now.
Chris, you said you wanted to go to Kansas City. Have you checked what the weather is going to be like there as the Dolphins play on Saturday night?
Playoff
Ooh.
football, man.
It'll be 0 degrees with winds at 15 miles an hour.
That's football.
It's like -7 up. They stopped him. What do you do here?
Tush push.
they did
fail.
We
Fourth
know
and
those
one.
Dolphins with Tua loving to travel on the road in the cold.
This is a big spot.
Yes, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. That's good. Yes, fourth
You think
and short.
but they could. There's a bunch of things they could do here.
You think, let's see, they're on their own 36-yard line.
Whoa.
They've got 4th and 1, and they just didn't get it on the
think you
tush
punt.
push. They are not punting.
I would punt. They've gotten like 25 yards this half or something. It's nothing. They haven't moved the ball at all.
Does not look like they're punting.
Got to go for it here.
They are not punting from their own 36-yard line. This is one of those spots where they try to get you to jump off sides, though.
Setting up good for
the
the
old
tie.
It is. We'll see if McDermott's in or out right now.
This is it.
Oh, boy. He's out.
Shit.
Hard to stop that guy when he needs 1 foot, right?
Well, they just did on the play before.
Nah, he needed a yard there. He got a foot there.
That's a fair point.
You sound delirious at this point.
Me?
Yeah, you got the
I am.
giggles. Yeah.
Right after Genesis. I mean, I'm in pain.
Your own kind of tush push.
Is she still here? I kind of need it now. No, she left. All right.
Do any of you, and this, of course, will sound like sour grapes, but do any of you think funny the idea of how silly these rugby scrums are and the pushing of quarterbacks and all, and just the idea that there's 11 minutes of real action in any football game, and we're going to waste it just pushing people around to get 3/4 of a yard?
And it's especially funny because the last decade we've spent creating these wide open offenses where teams throw it 70 times a game and you have the most unbelievable athletes you've ever seen. And then every single game comes down to a rugby scrum where it's not even football.
They're going to stop that, right? It's not going to be because Philadelphia
Has
has
to
an
be.
unstoppable play, but it's because nobody wants to watch that. Nobody wants to watch you pushing the running back or getting behind the quarterback and pushing him beyond the line and just wasting everybody's time with these 3rd and 4th, 4th and short and 3rd and short situations.
You don't like it? Stop me.
Are they comparing Josh Allen to John
They
Elway
did.
right now?
They
Get
just
outta
showed
here.
Elway doing that.
Elway went to 3 Super
Thank
Bowls
you.
with nothing. Nothing. Allen hasn't been to 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then he won 2 with Terrell Davis.
Yep.
Ridiculous. Sorry to.
He's kind of the same kind of
No, he's not.
athlete.
No.
He might not
Winnering.
be the same kind of winner, but he's the same kind of athlete.
Elway played baseball, football, would have been a first-round pick in either, was a first-round pick in the NFL. Stop it.
Tell you what Elway didn't do, slide to avoid getting hit.
Yeah. He probably did a couple times.
Never.
Did Genesis leave that little walker here? Because I'm fine with Roy mashing me.
Did you ask Roy whether he wanted to do that or not? Because it didn't look like
Why Roy?
It didn't look like Roy signed up for that job.
Roy, will you mash me?
No.
I want that foot right where Stugotz had it.
No.
Wow, that's
Well, how's your uncle?
The uncle?
Get your dad
Hell
out
yeah.
here to do it.
3rd and 8, big spot here.
This is a pretty enormous play here. This is an enormous play. What do they got? 1 timeout?
Tie on the line.
It would be kind of wonderful if at the end of this game, McDaniel had to make a decision about whether to go for a 2-pointer, 2-point conversion, or just play for the tie. Whether he would have the decision made that obviously for him, where someone would explain to him, hey, you can win the game by being aggressive, or you can just tie the game and Pittsburgh will come in here next week, and that'll be nice.
I would love overtime football at 21-21 to see which team wants to lose or tie more.
Should we go to my dad right now?
No,
Pretty
leave
big
him
spot.
alone. Leave him
Crowd
alone.
to lay a game there. Look at that crowd.
3rd and 13.
3rd and 13.
Look at Greg.
He doesn't use that material. He doesn't know what to write.
McDermott's clapping. He was happy with the penalty.
Can we do a little flash? Just a little flash?
No, leave him alone. You got to leave him alone, please. Don't. He's legitimately mad, and he
I
didn't.
think we need one more flash at the peak of.
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah,
for
don't
it.
use it yet.
Use it at the right
get one
spot.
more.
Save it.
Exactly.
Good
Save
call.
it for overtime.
We'll know when.
I think you guys are being unreasonable because I'm the only one who knows what this situation that he's in is like.
And he couldn't have told me more times.
Don't do this.
Leave me alone at this time.
Oh, God Almighty! What a beast!
Flag.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, is it going to be a useless holding?
No, what a beast that dude is, man.
That was a really impressive play.
Oh my God! Yes.
Some people would say you look like John Elway.
He didn't slide there, by
That
the way.
might have
didn't.
been the most impressive thing I've ever seen. That run
I
right
mean,
there.
He's very strong.
They should have tackled him 7 yards before the first down.
Holding on the defense. Oh.
So now they're gonna have the ball for
Further down the field.
Now seems like a good time to flash.
No.
Well, the game's almost over, so. It's like
Billy,
last
what are
chance.
your general thoughts on the idea that the Miami Dolphins have a minute and a half at best case scenario here? They're going to get the ball with 90 seconds left, and they haven't done anything in the second half. They haven't done anything offensively in the second half. Biggest half of the season, and you've gotten. What have you watched in the second half that gives you any kind of confidence about what they are against a good team?
Nothing. I have no confidence right now. They've let us down again, Dan. It's very sad. Devastating almost.
Well, there's plenty of time left.
There is plenty of time. They still have that one timeout.
2-minute warning, too.
And the Bills like to give over the ball, you know what I mean?
Oppenheimer won the Golden Globe for Best Drama.
Wow. Congratulations.
Should we switch over to that?
We're still
Yes.
doing that?
We were supposed to watch Saltburn tonight, guys.
Oh, yeah, what
Oh,
happened?
that's right.
We're not the most organized crew.
The Bear won Best Cast and Crew.
Felica.
Right.
It seemed like just about everybody from Succession won their categories.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence said she looked at the camera and she went, "If I don't win, I'm going home." It was very cheeky.
Barbie won something.
Wouldn't you guys assume that anyone who is interested in the Golden Globes would be watching the Golden Globes right now as opposed to being here?
Third screen.
We got this in Kansas City.
Are you
Now
really going to
you're
go?
talking. Yes.
I think
Looks
I'm gonna
very
go.
expensive.
It did. That was just the first flight, though. I looked at. Got to weigh the options.
You might get to see Taylor Swift in person, which is pretty cool. Just like in the same building, not performing music or anything. But
Is she at the Golden Globes?
yeah.
Will Buffalo call a timeout here to get this play right?
No.
Because it's 3rd and long.
Big spot here.
This is it. I mean,
I'm saying to get this play right, you can call timeout at 2:10, and if you're going to throw the ball, I don't know if Josh Allen is going to run the ball here, but you can end the game with this throw. If you complete this first down, you've finished the football game.
yes, it's game. And no timeout. Oh!
No, go for it.
They're going to go for it again.
Well, they could kick a field goal and then make it a 10-point game.
You can't do that.
From that distance, what it'll be, 55-yard field goal?
Kick the field goal, miss the field goal.
Yep.
Dolphins touchdown, tie game.
Boom.
Well, then overtime.
I feel like McDaniel would
Well,
go for the win.
we keep missing the overtime factor, which is really important, by the way.
Yeah, but both of these
I bet-
offenses have struggled at
bet-
times.
I bet McDaniel goes for it. If they happen to get the ball back, go down and score, I bet he goes for it.
That's
I'd be
stupid.
furious.
That would be so dumb.
Well, I think they're just going to try the push again, right? They're just
Right.
going to have Josh Allen be stronger than everybody again.
Stupid commercial.
People will get what they want from this. So this is the most glorious of the outcomes, that our party ends up in a ditch at the end with sad dolphin pain. The same sad dolphin pain that comes every December for, 30 years, 40 years.
I let myself be a Dolphins fan today, Dan. I don't normally care that much about this team because my whole life, as you were mentioning with Whittingham, it's been this the entire time. Mediocre or losing the big games.
But they're making the playoffs.
Yeah,
They're
but
making the
going to
playoffs.
Kansas City in 0-degree weather to play Patrick Mahomes. And am I going to convince myself they can win? Sure. But this is miserable.
I don't like this.
It's miserable.
It sucks. I don't like this energy.
Well, there could be a stop right here. Like the watch party comes down to this play right here. The whole thing can be over. This one play.
Please get the yard.
If we could go off the air right now and deny the audience what it wants, which is just a crestfallen crew of people crawling out of here smelling like those breaded chicken fingers and tequila.
This was the worst of both worlds, though, right? Because, we didn't really suffer all that much.
Well, the game stopped mattering as soon as it kicked off. Jacksonville fouled everything up.
The Titans really made a mess of this Dolphins.
The Titans did what the Titans did.
Vrabel did what he did.
Jacksonville always messes everything up. It's Jacksonville.
They stink. Seriously.
I thought we were building up to some grand prize here. The grand prize is our pain at the end of
Can
the
I tell you
game.
what the grand prize is?
Please.
Can you sign off on me giving this away, Dan? Just blindly trust me and say yes.
You're not going to give away that the Greg Cody column, are
No,
you?
God, no. We would never.
No.
I want to give away this autographed Burt Reynolds plaque that we have here that everybody's wondered why we have it.
Inexplicably hung up for years.
I miss Burt.
Burt Reynolds autograph framed picture that we don't know where it came from or why we have it.
I like it, but yes, you can give that away
Wow,
to
that's the
somebody if
grand
you
prize.
want.
You should try to win it, Dan.
Yeah, Dan, subscribe to the YouTube and God Bless Football. See if you're the big winner.
Philip writes in, and he paid $19.99 to ask this question. Is an olive a fruit or a vegetable?
This is a pretty big play here.
Apparently not a big question by Philip.
Are they going to try and get him to jump off sides
The
here with a
Wildcat?
bunch
What's
of motion?
happening here?
And
What's happening here?
It's the play of trying to get
Here we
everybody to
go.
jump off sides. There it is.
They're faking it.
This has
They're
got
punting.
to
Silence.
They're punting.
Yeah, they're not going to go for it.
Wow.
Look at that. They blinked.
The old fake right at 1 second.
Yeah,
Nice.
they blinked.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, but that was.
I'd
what do you mean,
rather
my
go for the
goodness?
field goal, miss.
Well, they could still go for it.
They can and they will. Like they were just doing that in order to get it easy. Now they'll get it the hard way, right? Like they're not.
They called a timeout, so now
Yeah,
they'll
they'll
try
go
to kick
for
a
it.
field goal.
Nah, Dan's right. They're just going to go
No
for
field
it.
goal.
I don't think it's
No
going to be
way.
a 55-yard field goal. I think if you've got Josh Allen, you go and you try and get a yard because
You're 1 yard away from winning the AFC East. You were buried five
It's
weeks
punt.
ago.
It's go for it or punt, right? Field goal.
No,
is
you
the
could
last
get
option.
I'd say a field goal. What would it be? A 55-yard field goal
You can't do that.
would be the second option. But you try and get a yard with your quarterback, and they're gonna. Do they go Stugotz? Oh, they're gonna go out of shotgun here. So they're gonna do. He's gonna run the ball, right? It's just gonna be a running play with him, correct?
It should be.
So is an olive a fruit or a vegetable?
A fruit.
Oh, okay.
That can't be a fruit.
Comes from a tree, Dan. It's got the pit inside.
They're just going to do so it is a fruit?
Pretty sure.
The olive tree.
Did he get it?
No, he did not get it. He did not get it.
Bad angle.
Ooh, good spot for the
The
Dolphins.
guy running in up top looked like he didn't get it.
Good spot for the
You
Dolphins.
got to measure
looks
that.
close.
That is a good
Depends whether
spot.
you-
for
we
the
go.
Dolphins.
Ramsey's sure. He's pointing that way. One time I just want a guy to come up and be like, guys, they got it. It's this way.
It's out on me, coach.
Like if Ramsey's just like, guys, I hate to break it to you, but
No need to check, ref.
You know what?
Got it.
That
Just one time.
You're right.
I want a
Just
player to be like-
you know what? They got it. Come on, guys. It's
then like
obvious.
talking to a teammate, like, you saw. What are you talking about that way?
And I can't even pretend here. Look, it's important to me to be authentic in these situations.
Just one white jersey pointing to the opposite.
Just,
Don't listen to any of them.
yes, they're wrong. I know it's better.
Oh,
It's
here comes the chain gang.
it's better to be a good teammate, but I am on the side of the truth.
In this 2023, 2024, we're still jogging out there with
we
these
don't
things.
we don't know what happened.
But
Roy
this is the
just
biggest
has a
measurement in the
hunch.
history
Hold
of
on.
football.
Yes!
Game of inches. Yes.
Let's go. We're back.
Oh,
Let's go. One time, Tua.
goodness.
One time, Tua.
Amazing. Go to your dad real quick. I just want to see his face.
Wake him up.
Yeah, just do the light.
Come on, now's the time. Now's the time.
Now's the time.
Don't do the lights.
Just
Don't
do
do
the
the
lights.
lights.
Don't do the lights.
No, he's-
Do
don't
not
do the
do.
lights.
Don't
Check
do
in.
the
He's
lights.
really tight
Don't
now.
do
Look
the
at him.
lights. Look at him.
Seriously
Look at him.
Look at him. Oh, he just rubbed his eyes. He's
No, he's
tired.
in pain. It's late. He's tired.
What if we just shut off all the lights so he thinks power goes out?
You know what? He didn't need that to happen.
No, that's bad for him.
that's bad for him. That because now he's got to look. People,
Never has he been less of a homer than right now.
people. This column, he's not going to want you to read it in the morning. Newspapers don't give you enough time to do these things in the modern age.
All right, come on, Tua. One time. Well, then maybe another time in the next round.
2 times.
Chris, do
Two
you
or
think
more times.
Do you think that they will score right here?
I
want to see how much.
Are
faith
you Dolph
have
in or
your
Dolph
team.
out?
I think they will score, and I think they'll go
Okay.
for it. I really do think he's going to go for it if they score.
Roy,
Yeah, I agree with Chris.
Billy.
No, I don't think they're going to score. And I think it's safe to say that Braxton Berrios is not getting another pass the rest of the game.
Are you sure?
Does anyone agree with me that they will go for it if they score?
We need Barrios to get it first, and then we need to see what happens.
Well, we need Berrios and we need
There
Smythe.
goes Berrios.
The best part about this is that everyone is so far ahead of us that it's already happened.
Yes, there's
we are the only people
There's
right
Smythe.
now.
Billy, there's Smythe.
How many yards was that?
We're the only people in
7
America right now that
7 or 8.
haven't seen the ending of this game.
That's correct.
It's fun for us. Well, Roy,
And whoever's
Roy
watching
also
with
knows
us.
what's going on.
Roy,
turn
stop.
it off.
Roy knows.
Roy, stop cheating on us.
Was there-
Roy,
Stop.
it.
Roy,
There was a
seriously.
big drop by
No.
Tyreek
We got to
Hill
experience
again.
this all together. That's like part of the bit.
Ooh, Smythe, 30 yards. That's another prize.
Roy, please.
Chris's
It's like it
sunglasses are gonna
literally
go to
will
someone.
hurt the product we're doing if you have it ahead of
I'm
all
not
of us.
saying anything on the mic.
But they're behind you.
just
They can
slammed
see
your
it.
hand.
Dude, seriously.
PI.
I said I'm not saying anything. On the
Yeah,
mic.
but we can all see it and we don't want to.
This
Roy-
is like the biggest faux pas you could do
Exposing
when
the
watching
game to
something
us.
like this.
That was a prize for Smythe's reception. BT.
Now
Dubs.
he shows emotion, Roy.
Defensive pass interference.
Look at that.
What do you need from Barrios?
I need like 4 yards. Yeah, they called
They
it.
called it.
They called it.
They
Chris.
called it, Chris. It's
Chris,
okay.
are we giving away your glasses or
They.
The racist ones?
I don't
racist
know
ones.
anything right now. Sure, give them away.
not? Okay, give me.
They're not mine, anyways. I mean,
Whose
just
are
found
they?
them out there. I would never
then
have those.
I'm not gonna give.
Way to cover.
Don't you flicker now, NBC.
Oh my God.
Defenseless?
No, even close, Chris.
I feel like they're ahead of us in the other room
They are.
also because I can hear them.
Shut up.
I can hear them. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are ahead. We can hear what's happening in the other room.
We heard people scream.
Seconds before us.
Oh no. How do you,
This play happened
Wow.
20 minutes ago.
That should have been a pick.
Stugotz, in the Super Bowl, you remember when Matthew Stafford is throwing no-look passes? Cooper Kupp's the only remaining.
You had it right, Dan. No look passes.
Yes, no-look passes where Cooper Kupp is the only guy they can throw to, and everyone knows it. Tyreek Hill is a bit of that in this situation.
Oh no.
There's the pick.
There it is.
Boy.
There's the pick.
Defenseless.
All of us are defenseless,
Greg is so happy.
and that is exactly.
Is he smiling?
He has to be.
He does have a sense of relief right
Flash
now.
him, flash him.
Yeah, flash him.
No, don't flash him, but just go in there right now. Yeah, if you guys flash the lights on.
Oh no, they're flashing. All right, put it back on for him. Yeah. He will kill us.
All right. Good night, everybody.
We stink again.
Good night. The game's not over.
I mean, it's over.
Well, we still have,
I'm not sitting.
Yeah,
next to these
sit down.
new-
we have three.
Kneel
We
down?
have three
Come on.
prizes to give away still. We have Chris's sunglasses. The Bills are going to cover, so that's Bills -3. Let me find another prize.
I'm driving home. I need to be back here in 17 minutes.
You sure that's a good idea?
Get the couch, Dan.
Yeah, we can set up the couch for you. It'll be nice and comfortable.
I wish I had 17 minutes.
What is that you have there, Billy?
This is going to be the big prize for the winner that had the Bills -3.
What do you throw inside?
I think you throw balls or something. I don't know what the hell this is.
You don't know what it is?
This is the saddest prize in the history of
Like
things.
a pool thing.
That's
where
what
you
we
kinda
were
put-
building
Give
up
up my
to.
glasses.
I
You
think
give
we
away
were
my
supposed to
glasses.
put. No, I'm going to give those
Yeah, you
away. I
put
have
cups
3
in 'em.
prizes. Yeah. Big 3 prizes.
I can't believe we lost this division.
Yeah.
There are going to be so many drunk Bills fans on my Brightline home, and I'm not excited about it.
I cannot believe the Bills won this division.
Really?
You're that shocked?
I mean, from where we
They
were
were the
like
favorites,
7
though.
weeks ago, this is crazy. The Dolphins did it again. They choked.
Why on earth would you pay to go to Kansas City to watch the Dolphins play?
It was fun in Buffalo last
Lose in front of Taylor Swift.
All right, give me those glasses up back here. All right.
All right, who's Dolphin and who's Dolph out?
Zach Schmeimer is going to win these.
I remind you that
Schmeimer.
Stugotz said, bring on the Chiefs.
Yep.
I want the Chiefs.
It's going to be fun.
This offense in 0-degree weather.
Can you imagine the buzz, though, Dan? They go to Kansas City, coming off, Mahomes not having a good year, hasn't played in 2 weeks. Can you imagine the buzz if they beat Kansas City? Imagine it. Imagine it. Just think about it.
I don't.
Beat Kansas City in Kansas City. Oh, my God.
So they can go to Baltimore.
Yeah, it's not looking great. But at least we're not paying for 100,000 people to go to Vegas for the Super Bowl. At least we're not doing that.
Mark Little just won this thing.
A thing you throw balls at is what is how
We
you
think.
described
We
it.
think. We don't know.
Think. M Little Mark.
So tomorrow morning, Dan, Belichick calls Stephen Ross. What do you do?
It's a good question.
What do you do?
The big Burt Reynolds giveaway, guys. Are we ready?
Yeah.
This is the big prize. This is what we were building up
Belichick.
to.
This is the big prize. Hold on.
This was supposed to be the peak of this thing when everyone's
Look
watching
at
us.
it. Well, this
Look-
is the peak of the thing.
And look at us.
Well, but this is what they tuned in for, though. The part that you're not understanding is this is the magical payoff.
sadness?
Well, listen. As far as entertainment goes, for 3 hours, you've watched our pathetic asses root for a tie so that Mason Rudolph and the broken Pittsburgh Steelers without T.J. Watt could come in here. And what happens at the end? Here's Josh Allen celebrating on our field. We've got an enraged Greg Cody in the press box because we've bothered him the entire
Flicker
game.
the lights again. I need it on the way out.
Don't flicker.
I
Leave
need
him
it on the
alone.
way
You
out.
guys, no, you guys got to stop. You guys got to stop. I'll see you in the morning.
One more
Okay,
flicker on
goodbye.
the way
All
out.
right,
I'm not so certain
The
with it.
big winner of the Burt
Flicker.
Reynolds autograph
Flicker
thing.
guys on the way out. Come on.
At ePizzle Twizzle.
Hit him with it.
Wow! Congrats.
Someone hit the flicker.
Happy birthday, Brusco.
Yes, he flickered it. Nope, he said no. God, I love it. Good night, everyone.
Okay, goodbye.